Should start any second now. Any moment now. And you're good.
Hello! Welcome back to Tales of More Chaos, the Slayers. On last week's adventure, our intrepid heroes ran into all sorts of problems and discovered a few things that perhaps will reveal something else. It appears they also now have to deal with assassins. It's a good thing one of them is very observant.
You could say that.
And we will do that. Welcome back.
Hey.
Hi.
It's good to be back.
So, just to run a list on the side quests we have tallied up there. Obviously, Hazel's aware of these because she has it all written down. We have Hammerfist that still needs dealt with. Yes. We also have a strange fisher village that went silent. And we have Dr. Hayden that is causing all sorts of problems on the far continent, although you're not sure how long he is going to be sticking around doing what he's doing, or really if there is a time frame there. And you do know that fisher, however, is quite important. And Hammerfist has been attacking caravans that are going to the desert city, which is obviously very important for food, water, and trade. And apparently he's been attacking all three. So he probably either has a giant stockpile of cash or is very disrupting the city's necessary supplies, which will eventually start to cause some serious problems.
Okay.
One sec, I'm gonna get a book. I'll be right back.
Geographically speaking, let's see, we ended up going back to the Jewel of the Desert, right? To reconnoiter.
You went back to, I do believe, Coby's house, and you were at Coby's house.
Oh, at Spark Tower?
Coby's mansion. Yeah, at Spark Towers.
Okay.
Because Coby wanted to make some upgrades to his armor and do some things, aka level up, and make his second suit.
Sure.
Three suits. I have 3 suits now total.
And wanted to do that kind of thing there. So he kind of stopped by and did all that stuff now to do that. And you guys were like, oh, we could spend some time crafting things.
Hey. Okay. All right.
I believe I made Hashke, or at least had the dwarves here, since they have the equipment, make him 20 adamantine bullets.
Nice.
I'm not sure how helpful they will be, but...
Oh, you would be surprised. I mean, they might be useful.
I mean, if we have to deal with a Wolverine-like character, at least you know you can give him amnesia.
Yay! That was a great movie, right, everybody?
Huh? What? I had a bullet go through my skull. I don't remember it.
God knows we all wanted one of those.
Yeah. All of us kind of wish that was a thing.
I thought Deadpool went
one
back...
of those for you with every ticket.
Yeah, seriously. They should have.
I believe Deadpool went back in time and killed him.
Yes,
so I
he
think
did.
We're fine.
He goes, don't mind me, just tying up some loose ends, shooting off camera. That was great. I loved that too. That was one of my favorites. That movie was great.
Okay, so I think, let's see, geographically, how are these different side quests arranged relative to where we are?
Well, relative to where you are, the Fisher is closer than Hammerfist would be, as you have to go back to the desert to get to where Hammerfist is.
Okay, so that's a good bit of information, and also it's fairly pressing, so probably that'll be our next stop. I'm going to go ahead and, after having leveled up, I will have gained the ability to summon my own packed projectile weapons.
Sweet.
So I am bequeathing my lovely +1 shotgun to Hashke.
All right.
So I can summon my own now. On that note, I will be stopping over and I need to require from the Slayer's armory, or I don't know if Spark's got a armory R&D division, but I need some sniper rifle bullets.
Sparks Towers doesn't necessarily have that, but there is a Slayer little armory in the city. It's
Okay.
not too far off from where Sparks Towers is.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and get myself, I think.
Mostly because the Slayers pay Sparks Towers good money to make the bullets, but Sparks Towers doesn't necessarily keep them there because they're like, yeah, we're not keeping this in here. We'll make them, but we're shipping them somewhere else.
Do they make a walloping version of sniper bullets? Like the same as like the walloping ammunition from Xanathars?
You don't know of one. Although that's something I'm sure Coby could develop.
You might need to clarify what that does. I don't think Blake has that.
It actually knocks the opponent prone.
Oh. Yeah, you would have to...
Prone is kind of powerful, but also kind of counterintuitive for range, because if you use a ranged thing to knock somebody prone...
Doesn't that knock a flying enemy out of the sky?
It depends on what they're flying with.
Okay, if they're not hovering, let's assume.
But the other thing is if they fall and they're prone, then all ranged attacks against them now have a disadvantage.
Yeah.
That said, it could be useful for like me to have so that you and Coby could run up into melee and fuck somebody up.
Right.
Yeah.
But like for you guys, it's not as useful because...
No, that's okay. I just realized what I could do instead, so I will just disregard that question. I'll just take, I guess, one. What's the clip count on the sniper rifle? 10?
I do believe I said 5 or 10. Let me find out.
I'm sure I'll look it up. Hang on.
It's the document I shared you guys. I think has it in it.
Yeah, I just have to. I cleared my.
Sniper rifle has a 5-round clip.
Okie dokie. So
it is a stripper clip. It is a stripper clip.
Oh.
Like World War I ammunition. So when you run out of ammo, everyone knows you're out of ammo. It was called a stripper clip because the ammo actually fit into a strip, and the bullets weren't in like a magazine that was enclosed. You punched them down into the gun. So it's like an M1 Grand, and you went like this and jammed the ammo down real fast into the gun. And as you fired, as the last round fired, the little piece of metal the ammo was hanging on goes ping loudly right over your head.
Great.
So as you fire that last shot, everyone knows you're out of ammo.
Here, I'll read off walloping ammunition. It's common, so it's not really strong at all or anything. This ammunition packs a wallop. A creature hit by this ammunition must succeed a DC 10 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Yeah, no, we can disregard that. Later on down, I can pick up Eldritch Smite Invocation. That'll do what I need it to do. All right, so that I will get just 2 clips, one a standard ammunition and one in silvered.
Okay.
So I just have 5 rounds of standard sniper rifle ammunition and 5 of silvered. And I will also go ahead and burn one of my casts of ceremony to make some holy oil to make those holy silvered sniper shots.
Nice.
When I really need to bring it down a fiend from far away. That
far away fiend put down.
Yeah, that is all the more inventory shit I'm going to do. Hazel, you want to go get a drink?
Yes. Blake, I put it in the chat. I don't know how much you've been reading into it. I am interested in, because I don't think Hazel would be interested in and also capable of crafting much of anything.
Right.
So I was thinking of maybe doing some carousing with the intent of getting rumors and also just getting like fucking smashed and having fun.
Okay. You can give me some investigation checks to Batman around town and get some info.
Sure.
Dress up in some fancy clothes, look like a rich person, and Batman around town.
Oh, I think
I feel like that's called Bruce Wayning.
Yes.
Yeah, that is definitely something.
Bruce Wayning around town.
I feel like you need at least one pretty escort with you to make it look like you're a sleaze bag, but you're actually not.
That's Anna's role in this. Is she's the deep plant disguised as a.
Of course, I would probably have Anna go shopping and buy some fancy clothes because I can't imagine that Hazel has anything fancy.
Oh no, she is dragging Hazel's ass out to the boutiques. We're gonna do the whole thing.
Everything we look at, she's like, "But that's expensive," and you're like, "You have 2,000 gold on you," and I'm like, "But it's 20 gold."
Yeah, but probably Coby's gonna want to try and foot the bill on this shit anyway. You know how he is.
This is great because Kobe's not even around. He's making 2 suits. He's not gonna have free time for anything.
He's not gonna have
super
free
busy.
money for anything.
Erica's is helping you with some of the suits in more than one way, but she's helping you with the suits. Yeah, so you're busy doing that kind of stuff. She's helping out with that.
Okay.
That's a lot of what she spends her
that's-
time doing. If she said she was going to make something, I think she said she might make something last time we did something. So we'll just go with, if she said she was going to make something, we'll ad hoc that in there later if she decides to do that. She was doing that while she was helping you.
In visualization, that's actually super cute watching the two of them work on a suit together.
Right.
Maybe not the suit with the Eldritch stuff on it though.
Yeah. Maybe that suit's something you may or may not want to reveal. Not sure.
That's
Would that
probably-
be something that I would be interested in, perhaps?
I don't know. Do you watch Coby work? Because he just went up and he was like, "I'm gonna work here."
I mean,
And you haven't seen
I'm
him
sure
for like
she-
2 weeks.
She at some point she would definitely come around to pop in on you, and Erica too. Besides, like if you both sequestered yourself behind a door for 2 weeks, she would come looking why.
Okay. One of the suits you probably mistaken as a insectoid humanoid that seemed to have been suspended into the ceiling. And that's the Eldritch one, where it looks more like a bio suit.
That's terrifying.
Should I take my inspiration from that bit of a warper hanging off the ceiling?
It would look. It looks like
yeah.
a suit that were crafted out of material that Geiger would have painted on a wall.
Yeah.
Can we get like a mix of that and a warper from Subnautica?
Yeah, it's a combination of the two. It's like a purple Geiger painting.
Minus
gross.
the claw arms. Unfortunately,
Minus the
I can't get
claws.
that.
There's like the kind of like goopy see-through look to it.
Yeah. It also seems to have some strange fluid pumping into giant tanks on the back. It looks really eldritch horror-esque. There's a helmet to it too that looks very bug-like.
There's actually a lot of the
The
tech
helmet
is in the
kind
helmet.
of looks like the Warper face from Subnautica. The whole helmet does.
If you get too close to the helmet, you might steadily hear whispers.
Cool.
It's it's very strange material.
All right, so yeah, no, definitely we'll take a Hazel out shopping, and let's say Hazel, let's find you some smoking clothes, like smoking
Okay.
clothes.
Smoking is the term used to refer to clothing that is very high quality.
So it's fly as hell and built to
Yes.
last.
Yes.
I imagine the most she'd be willing to pay is probably like 25 gold.
Anna's going to roll her eyes and just like, I'll get it.
I'm like, I haven't always had this kind of money, okay?
I understand, hon, but you know what? It's okay to enjoy yourself sometimes. Treat yourself.
This is enjoying myself. I treat myself to fancy weapons and powerful magic items and shit.
All right, I can't fault you there. I really can't.
Hazel, you notice after your shopping adventure, you two of you get some clothes, and you can write down smoking outfit. Smoking without the G. So smoking outfit.
Is it?
You notice that you are being tailed.
Oh boy. I will sort of just elbow Anna and sort of nod to them. Also, fun fact, apparently I did my math wrong, and because of expertise, my passive perception is actually 26 now.
Okay. You very much notice you're being tailed.
Okay, yeah.
So I actually have a thing for that. So while we're walking, and Anna having been made aware of this, she's going to reach back with her mind and cast detect thoughts on the asshole that's tailing them.
Okay.
You probably have to turn around and look at them.
Do I?
Cast detect thoughts on
Almost
the
every spell requires
asshole
you
that
to get line of sight.
who's tailing you. So you kind of like use your hands in front of you to cast the spell, and then kind of turn around and look.
No,
over
I
your
just kind of
shoulder
like
at the
keep
last
the
minute.
incantation, like the somatic stuff, kind of like in between. Well, I
Right,
put my body between.
right. That's what I'm saying. You're doing it kind of like they're behind you, and you're going like this in front of you, and then you turn around and glance, like you're looking around
Yeah.
and look at them.
Mhm.
You detect their thoughts, and they're like, "Boss said I gotta tail these guys. Yeah, gotta make sure I follow them. Said something about setting up an ambush. I don't know where they're staying. Gotta make sure I follow them. Gotta follow them. I think that one knows where I am. I don't think that Tiefling knows I'm here. Good. I think she's got the magic. That was the Warlock, right? Yeah, that was the Warlock. Where's
right.
the short one?
Okay.
The one who's
Okay.
got
All
the
right. She's heard enough.
Don't forget, you gotta follow him.
She's heard
gotta
enough.
follow him.
That would be scary. You detect thoughts and you hear two voices.
I'm going to wait until our line of sight is pretty thoroughly broken by the crowd, and then I'm going to cast a minor illusion of
Right.
our heads from the shoulders up, just cutting left, like it looks like we're going down into an alleyway.
I doubt
Okay.
Anna's passive perception is high enough, but fuck dagger. No, Hazel subtly pulls out a dagger.
Hey, how did I get in this backpack? Whoa!
Anna's going to say, like, kind of like under her breath in like a stage whisper, it's like, I'm gonna try and throw him off like I did when we first met.
Okay.
Be ready to go low.
Sure.
There is
Okay.
definitely a cloud of people, so
Don't
the
get
upper
between
half
me
of
and
you
you
is
if they
about
get
all
close.
they can really see. You do your little distraction, and the two of you duck down. Give me stealth checks.
With pleasure.
Oh, I wish I had thought about it. Oh, never mind. I rolled amazing.
Oh yeah. Starting with an 18 today. So let's
Same.
see. Dirty. Oh, okay. I don't know why I said dirty. It's a 24.
26.
Don't worry too much. His perception check was 10. I rolled a 4. So yeah, your distraction worked beautifully. He walks down the alley, and he's no longer tailing you, and you lose it.
I kind of want to follow him.
It's up to you. Go ahead. I'll follow.
Let's do it.
Okay.
This time, however, I am going to cast Pass Without a Trace on us, just so that we remain unseen.
Okay. You
So
follow
you
down the alleyway when you see him kind of like in the alleyway looking around like,
And realize that the illusion vanished because
Yeah.
it'll only last for a short time.
right. And he's like looking around in the alleyway and like looks really, really, really concerned, like really, really concerned. And he pulls a small stone out of his pocket and holds it in the fist of his hand. And he's like, kind of looks like he's having a conversation that you're not really listening to.
Thoughts?
I don't.
I think you just missed it.
I want to
It's
try and...
concentration. It's concentration, and it didn't require that I break the concentration.
It only lasts a minute, though.
Yeah, it did, but it only the illusion only lasts like a round. So
That's fair. But either way, I want to try and get close enough till I can read his lips.
yeah, I don't think I still had that up anyway. I'm pretty sure I
Okay.
said I'd heard enough.
Right. Give me a perception check.
Sure.
I'm going to have to make you roll because you're attempting to do something that has results for failure.
17.
17. You pretty much get most of his side of the conversation. I lost them. I don't know where they went. They ducked down this alley and disappeared. I think the Warlock used magic. No, I don't have sight on them. Yeah, I can wait here. And he kind of stands there and like he's waiting, and he puts the stone back in his pocket, and he's kind of waiting. And you see kind of phasing behind him out of the shadows another assassin that stabs him in the throat. And then the assassin disappears.
As soon as the assassin disappears, I'm running up and casting Cure Wounds on this guy.
Okay. You run up and do that. He immediately gets 2 death saves before you get there.
I'm going to go ahead.
Both
I mean,
of
we
them.
were like pretty close, but yeah. Okay.
Right. He failed both of them because he's stabbed in the neck and he's bleeding out really badly. You run up and cast Cure Wounds on him, and he immediately, what'd you heal?
5 hit points.
Okay. He's like,
And then I just
Like-
put my hand over his mouth. And I'm like, I saved your life, and in exchange, I want information.
he just nods.
I take my hand off.
He coughs up some blood.
Who was that?
That was probably one of the assassins sent to clean up a mess. I'm just an underling.
Okay.
Sent you, and she's going to use thaumaturgy to really put that boom in her voice.
The intimidation really wasn't necessary.
You were stalking us.
I was doing what I was told.
Yeah,
Prince Gregor pays a lot of money to those who are willing to find you.
Shut up, Mark. Who sent you?
He just
Prince-
said the name Gregor.
Prince
Gregor?
Gregor
Yes,
did.
Tell me everything you know. Shut up.
What color is my underwear?
Prince Gregor, he paid good money to try to find you.
What does he want with us?
I thought I could make some coin. He wants you dead.
Blake, what do we remember about Prince?
Yeah, that name is familiar, but I can't think of why.
Prince Gregor is prince of the lord of the Sanguinare people.
Yeah.
He is the son of Vlastosphere, which is this world's Dracula.
And do we remember?
Vlastosphere is very old.
Do we
Very,
remember why he
very
hates us?
old. You don't know. You just heard that the assassins now want to kill you because you stopped something that Prince Gregor was doing.
Now he is over on the far continent, right?
No, Prince Gregor is in a flying castle.
Oh,
great.
okay.
Even better.
Because for some reason I thought he might have been involved with Einrich.
Well, I should say a flying mansion.
Does it have like a bunch of gears and stuff in it, and it can teleport wherever it wants?
Let's
don't
hope
like-
not for your sake.
In league,
So, like,
but
if Strahd and Dr. Doom had a baby.
Yeah, kind of.
That's
more like if Alucard were less Alucard and more like Alucard.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I mean, Prince Gregor's mother was Bella Bell, a warlock of hell, a very powerful one. Very, very powerful warlock from that serves the powers of hell. That is Vlastosphere's wife, and they had a child, which was Gregor.
And I'm like, so which guild are you working for? Or are they working for, rather?
I'm just freelance. I was just supposed to track you down so the assassins could try to kill you.
So you don't know who the assassins are working with?
They're not with the Black Hand. They're
Okay.
personal assassins of Gregor, so they're probably not as good
Okay.
as the Black Hand.
Good to know. That helps.
Which is reasonable to assume that they're Sanguinari as well.
That assassin that killed me was Black Hand, but he was a contractor.
Okay.
Probably found me because of this. He points towards a ring on his hand that's made of black onyx.
Oh, right. What's that thing you had in your hand earlier?
It's a stone.
Of what?
It allows me to communicate with the person who has the other stone, which was the assassin.
All right, man.
Oh, those could be useful.
That was the stone of the lore. That would've been awesome.
Any other questions, Anna?
What are you going to do now?
Try not to get stabbed in the throat and most likely leave town.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to get the fuck out of town, because if you don't, you're going to end up dead. Undoubtedly.
Yeah.
Not necessarily by us. Probably not by us. I mean, I did just save your life.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, I was about to kill him, but let's.
I appreciate your restraint.
I'm wondering whether
like
we should
that
keep that ring or
warlock
not.
that serves hell.
Yeah, she's not around anymore.
We just.
So that's not you? He says,
No, we killed her.
Oh, you
Actually,
look a whole lot like her.
I've heard.
we can use that. You don't
Oh,
know
actually.
that. Okay, I'm like, you don't say anything about this meeting to anyone.
Hey, I just got stabbed in the throat. I'm going to pick myself up, probably brush some blood off, and get out of here, if you
That's
don't mind.
smart.
As far as the world knows, you're dead. It's probably best that you stay that way.
Yeah. Now I'm going to go to a small fissure and just kind of disappear.
Can anyone hear if they use that stone to contact you again? Could we listen in, or does it have to be you, or it won't work?
It's bound to blood.
Hmm.
That's why they make them out of bloodstones. He pulls it out of his pocket, and you see it is made out of a bloodstone.
I suggest you chuck that in the ocean when you get to the fissure.
Yeah. Probably a good idea.
And possibly that ring as well.
It doesn't come off.
Oh, well, I mean,
I can
we
fix
could solve
that.
that. I mean, you don't want them following you, do you?
I'd rather they not. That contractor will probably kill me again. If you can get it off, that would be great.
It's not
Give me
going to
the
be
finger.
painless. It's not going to be.
I've been
Easy.
told it's cursed.
That.
I will.
Not
I
spending
will.
remove curse on this schmuck.
I like how
You
you
got a
have
dagger?
that ability, and you're like, no.
What else are you to spend a spell slot on?
This is during the crafting period, by the way, so I should say that you're not going to be
okay.
losing it per se, as you'll be going to bed and waking up and
Actually, I just looked at my spell selection. I don't actually have remove curse on me yet.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to give him something to clamp his teeth down on so that he doesn't scream when Anna cuts his finger off.
Okay.
Or would you rather I do it?
I'll do it.
you give him a bit of rope to bite on, and he kind of goes, "Go ahead." And he's,
She's gonna reach out and kind of pat his cheek gently, and then with the other hand, just flip his finger off with a dagger.
Wrong one.
he's kind of
What fucking finger? And she'll use a little thaumaturgy to cauterize his wound.
I was going to say I could
Thank you.
spend another spell slot.
That's not necessary.
I
We
don't
just-
use them.
You notice the onyx ring. It instantly like necroticizes the finger and then breaks.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
fuck.
Now they really think he's dead.
Well, that's good.
That probably would have happened to my entire body if I'd actually died.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
I'm
let's
gonna-
make sure they never
I'm
find the
gonna
rest.
pull out
That's disturbing.
I'm gonna pull a jar out of my backpack and scoop up the remains of that. See if maybe Coby or Erica can get anything of what kind of magic was on it.
Okay.
Scoop up the ashes and the necrotic dismembered finger.
Well,
and
of the
the
ring.
crumbled onyx.
Oh.
His ashes I don't care so much about. It's the ring that I want.
Yeah, the crumbled onyx is, I thought, what she was going
Yeah.
for. Okay.
I just imagine she got like a little evidence collection kit with like a tiny brush.
I 100% do. That's an actual thing.
Actually, she does.
Tiny brush and dustpan.
I will spend like 3 gold on that because I don't think I ever actually said it, but I keep using stuff like that. I don't really have anything that can disguise you though, buddy. So I suggest you move quickly.
Buy a hat and some sunglasses. And
Yeah.
a sweater with a hood on it.
A hat you could get. Sunglasses aren't a thing.
They don't have smoked glass in this place? They've got welding
Uh,
goggles, for God's sakes.
They've got welding goggles that you could take the lenses out of and kind of smooth them out a bit so they're not as thick.
I have a hard time believing that the inhabitants of the Jewel of the Desert didn't ever come up with sunglasses. That seems...
They have the slotted ones.
That's okay. That seems like...
They have
yeah.
sand visors, which looks like a very narrow. It's a very narrow,
like snow glasses.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like a snow, like they're just narrow eyes. And everyone has goggles on anyway because of the sand. Most of the time, people just have goggles. That's why people walk around with goggles all the time in the desert. Because, oh gosh, it's really sandy. Clink. No sand in my eyes. I can keep shopping.
Mhm.
All right. So that's what you do, and you go. You go. Yeah. Sorry, I was reading the chat I'm having with Hashke here.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh.
Okay, that's really disconcerting considering the message I just got from him.
Okay.
So I'm heading. I am stalling the search for information. I'm heading back to town or back to Coby so I can tell him and Erica what we just ran into.
You hear rumor around town. Eventually, but I'm going to say you bring back stuff to Coby and all them, and you go back to getting rumors because that's important. Maybe you do it the next day. You hear a rumor around town of some strange occurrences outside of the desert city. Odd things happening, some strange fellows about. And you keep hearing rumors about some lone figure in a long black trench coat with a black fedora. And apparently they're wearing some sort of flak jacket.
Mr. X.
Underneath. They have a very old-looking pistol, and they've been kind of mulling about outside the...
Is his name Dylan Klebold or Eric Harris?
No, but
Sorry.
you get the name Local.
Where's Xanathar's?
Locol.
Oh.
Locale.
Locol. Local.
And he's mulling about outside this town, right?
Outside the Jewel of the Sands.
Yeah.
So
okay.
south. You guys aren't. in
Okay,
Jewel.
we're not in the Jewel of the
No,
Sand.
you're at Coby Towers,
That's
which
right.
is in the Imperial capital.
Okay.
Does it have a name? Is it just the Imperial capital?
This is the only
Or just
city
the
with a name,
capital.
and it's called the capital. Every other city the Imperial Empire has is just called North Fort, South Fort, West Fort, East Fort.
I mean,
Because
those
they
are
were all
names.
fortresses initially. They were all just initially fortresses, and the towns were built around them. Jewel of the Sands was named after the people who independently built the city. It was originally an Imperial fort, and the Imperials abandoned it.
Okay, so the Imperials aren't really much for creative names.
No, they don't name things.
Okay.
The
Gotcha.
dull-sounding peoples do. They named their city the Necropolis.
Well,
Nice.
that's just cheerful. Makes me want
Lots
to
of good
spend my vacation.
prostitutes there.
You probably don't want anything to do with those prostitutes because they're zombies, but yeah, there probably is.
They're cheap.
They look at STDs and they're like, wow, that's some weak sauce.
That really puts the romance in necromancy.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, hey, what's this book made of human flesh? It seems appropriate now. It seems quite vile.
It's their guest log, actually.
Yeah, it's the guest log.
The Book of Vile Darkness is their guest log.
Oh, yeah.
Have it there.
Because it's vile in there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
It
who's this? Wow, one of the first names is Vecna. I wonder who that is.
Who's that pleb?
I
I see
got
47 entries for a Strad von Zarvich.
Yeah.
Wow. This I think it's Vecna. I can't tell. It looks like they wrote with a hand they're not dominant with,
Oh.
Good ambidextrous.
And only one eye.
and no depth perception.
It's really written as if he had no depth perception. It's just lots of scribble marks where he slammed the pen into the paper and didn't realize he was that far away from the paper or that close, Brad.
Oh, I just thought about the implications of Strahd going back to like see the same girl like time after time after time.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's the
Alright.
thing he did, though.
I know, but that's the thing is like if he's visiting the zombie brothel and he keeps visiting the same girl over and over again, that's why it's the joke.
Mhm.
I don't know if that works though, because like it's heavily implied that Irina's body vanishes every time.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but I'm thinking more along the lines of like the
Oh, it just like looks
like,
like
a Bram
her.
Stoker,
Yeah.
where he just looks like her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Creepy.
That we just killed the joke by explaining it to death.
Ah,
So
Well, it
I'm
works because I didn't hear it.
Now that we've gotten back to the base and had all this information dumped, I want to see if we can drag Coby and Erica out on the town with Hashke and Hazel and myself, and just let everybody unwind for a night, and see if we can find any more intel out in addition to this local fellow.
Are you kidding? I am unwinding right now.
Okay, but like you only unwind, man. Like you only have one direction.
Are you saying I don't take things seriously?
No, I'm just saying that you just have one speed, and it's go.
I am going to recommend you guys keep your guard up, though, especially when you head outside of the tower. And maybe even inside the tower, because apparently somebody is trying to kill us.
Oh yeah, that's right. We had to foil an assassination this evening. That was fun.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know whether they were intending to kill us or just follow us.
Oh, and get this, we've attracted the ire of the freaking the Sanguinari Prince.
Yeah, I think we already knew that, but yeah.
But like now he actually wants us dead.
Erica and I are almost done cracking this code, and you see he's got like the chalkboard that has the double sides, and both sides are the single equation. And he's like,
Oh wow.
yeah, we're trying to adapt a suit that could move through another plane of existence.
Nice.
Neat. I am all about that shit.
I'm
After
thinking of
we get
using
back,
it.
I would love to help you.
Would that protect you in the dream realm?
That's the plan.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna do that. You guys do your stuff.
Okay. Well, first time I've
Hazel, Hashke, Anna, you all go for a night on the town.
Okay, as
Unless
they go,
Hashke has a.
as they leave and they go in the night in the town, Coby uses this as an opportunity to try out his stealth suit, and he shadows them.
All right.
I love
So
That's-
Hazel notices you how far down the road?
it.
What's your stealth check, Coby?
She notices me pretty much immediately.
His modifier is like only +7 in that suit, I think.
Only +7? I don't have proficiency in it, and I'm a fighter,
Yeah.
so it's pretty
It's
good.
very
Right.
impressive
She's
nonetheless.
not going to say anything, then she's going to wait and see if the other two also notice him.
Hashke, Anna, make a perception check.
Okay.
Or would it be their passive perception?
Let me double check what my actual modifiers
It would be my
are.
passive because I'm not expecting him to be there. My passive's only 11.
I'm 17.
Wait,
I'm giving you the benefit here, Coby, because I actually rolled on a 15.
wait.
So that would have been a 21 for me. So I'm giving you the benefit here.
Got it. You got a 17, Hashke.
That's my passive.
That's your passive. Okay. Did you beat 17 is the question, Coby.
I rolled really low, so 12.
Oh boy.
Anna almost notices, but Hashke notices as well.
And Victor Lock to Hazel. Does he think he's fooling anybody?
I think so.
You probably
I
don't know
whether
it's-
I want
You probably don't
Break
know
it
it's him. You just see some weird ninja hanging off on the ceiling.
Oh
Looking
shit!
down.
Can
Like
I
it's
do an
not going
insight
to-
check to see whether I know that's him or not? Because otherwise, I will fucking pounce on him.
I mean, it is like halfling gnome size, so who knows?
That doesn't mean anything. If we're getting tailed by a shadowy figure and you don't introduce yourself, we're probably going to think it's an assassin.
Let me just check real quick.
He's really keeping his distance,
Nope.
though.
You kind of figure it's Coby.
Okay.
It doesn't quite have that assassin look. It has more of the I'm testing out a new suit of armor look to how he moves. It doesn't seem to be stealthy more as he is kind of like attempting to stealth, and then like you occasionally like see the figure like almost seems like he's cursing him to himself because he made noise or stepped on something, and like yeah, it just doesn't seem like a professional assassin. It seems like Coby testing out a suit of armor.
Since your passive
That's fair.
perception is so high, from that few hundred feet away that you spot me on the ceiling in the middle of the shadows.
Does that suit have spider climb?
It has. You notice? Yes, it does. You notice that it is very. It's ninja black, so it's not 100% black. It's made so it's like a darkish blue, and it's full plate.
Damn. Wait, how is it stealthy if it's full plate?
You don't know.
That's the technology, or Magitech.
Yeah, it's like that's
Nice.
that Silver Spark Industries bullshit that he's on now.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything that comes out of your lab from now on is going to have that brand name on it, Coby. You may as well come to peace with it.
Oh no, he's totally at peace with it. In fact, he probably already has the patent.
Is he going to present it to her for like an engagement present?
Probably.
Oh boy, I love it. Honor ships this shit so hard. It's beautiful.
That with silver rings
Nice.
probably. Anyway, so
Oh, boy.
he's more or less shadowing you to shadow any shadows that are shadowing you.
Okay, so I guess hearing these two mutter under their breath, I'm going to actually start actively looking, and we'll make that perception check and be like, "Oh, it's so cute and a little sad, but he's fine." Bless him.
So are we going high scale
Good for you.
drinking or middle of the road or?
Well, let's start out the evening. Let's start out the evening in like a medium tier bar and see where the evening takes us.
Sure, bar crawl. I'm up for it.
All right. So what's nearby to Spark Towers that's like not gonna make us gasp at the price of a cocktail?
Well, a lot of the places around Sparks Towers will probably make you gasp at the price of a cocktail, and at the price of water, which they do charge for. And there is some places down the road that are a bit medium class, And then down the road a little further, there's some lower class ones. A lot of soldiers have a tendency to hang out in the lower class ones.
Okay.
You can start medium, and then depending on. For those wondering, I just put in the chat that my dog just belched really loudly, and that was what Kevin and I were reacting to.
Yeah, I kind of just the way you were like reeling. I thought he did too. I thought he farted.
And then Scott said in the chat that I thought he farted. No, he's chewing on a bone,
Dang.
and I guess he swallows air when he does it because, like, super obvious.
You'd be surprised. Most dogs are silent but deadly, but then you'll just hear like this.
Oh no, he's silent
Huge
but
fart.
deadly. The handful of
This is
times you can
great.
hear it, it's the tiniest little toot, and he startles himself.
This is a great game. I will say, just before we get back on the rails, that my dad used to have an Irish setter named Buster, and he always used to tell the story that he used to wake himself up with his own ass, and he would look sheepish as shit because he was supposed to be a guard dog of sorts, so he would, and then he would get up and just
No, Terry just turns around and looks at us offended, like we were the one who did it.
the dog blames the people.
Mm-hmm.
I
Turn
love
around
it.
like, what the fuck was that?
I love it. I love everything about this. Okay,
Mhm.
drinking.
Yes, drinking. And Hazel, give me a charisma check.
Ooh.
Cheers. Anybody
Charisma
else?
save. Is that what it says? Charisma persuasion check?
Ooh, I actually have proficiency in that.
Yes,
Ooh.
charisma persuasion.
Sweet. I rolled really well. So 23.
Okay. You gain 3 middle class contacts in the city.
Ooh.
Is that only her, or can we do that too?
She was specifically requested that she look for it, that she was doing that while she caroused.
Okay. I could do some investigation while I'm carousing if you
Also, she built these contacts over the period of when everyone else is like making items. So this is
Yeah,
probably-
because I think carousing
Right.
takes like a week.
Yeah, yeah.
uh-huh.
This is her charisma save for that time. So you're
I think a couple pages back they have rules for or tables for contacts.
sorry.
Okay, they have rivals. I don't see regular contacts.
Click on the eyes.
Huh? Oh, god damn it, Kevin. You have Xanathar's guide. Do you see it?
Hmm?
I guess you could just use the rival table and just say that they're friendly.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let me actually. I've got 5e tools. You were talking about downtime revisited.
What,
Yeah.
What are you guys looking at? What? What?
Xanathar's guide, the new carousing rules.
Ah, I say, carousing. Might be fine. I don't know why I'm turning into GIF, but okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we ran into a GIF in here, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
I would be. I don't think they're
All
that
right,
common.
let's see here. Carousing. All right, carousing.
For being a material plane native, they are surprisingly very rare.
Are you going middle class, lower class?
This is middle class.
We were
Okay.
middle.
50 GP for the week of carousing.
50?
50 gold.
I'm willing
for a
to
week
spend
of
it.
Middle class carousing.
Wow.
You got a check total, a charisma persuasion check with a table. What was your persuasion check result?
It was 23.
Okay, you made 3 allied contacts, like you said, correct?
Yeah, it was just a matter of what do they like.
Either owes a favor or has some reason to bear a grudge. A hostile
Mhm.
contact works against the character, placing obstacles, but stopping short of committing a crime or violent act. Allied contacts are friendly, who will render aid to the character, but not at their own risk, or at least not.
If you want, like, you can just wait and finish up with them and then think about who they're like later.
What's your modifier for that?
I have a +5.
Okay, so it's literally impossible for her to make a hostile contact.
Yeah.
I feel like they're I mean, because I'm like, we do have assassins after us, but it's like, that's already a hostile contact. Like, we already have one of those.
Right. Yeah. Everyone gets one of those for free.
Also, I would totally be fine if you wanted to roll on the complications table, because they're fun as shit.
Yeah. Interesting. At any time, the character can have a maximum number of unspecified allied contacts equal to 1 charisma mod. Fun.
Oh, good. Oh, boy, because I can only have one then, because my charisma's only +1.
No, it's 1+1.
Oh, okay.
Unspecified allied contacts. This is
Oh, okay.
specific named contacts don't count towards this limit. So if you have somebody in particular that you've picked up, then you're just only ones that can be used whenever to declare an NPC as a contact. Pull that one out of your butt. Middle class complications. Do you want to roll a d8 for that?
Well, I'm asking Blake.
I'm asking. I was asking Blake as well.
Sorry, I was messaging
I-
Coby.
I was about to say, he's probably got like 5 private messages going on at once.
I do have at least 3 going on right now, yeah. So I'll send you that information privately, Hazel. These people won't necessarily come up today, but there'll be people you can use for contacts later in the city to get information. Your Batman-esque contacts. I'll do that while we're typing stuff up, or while we're chatting here. So you guys are at the bar. You're getting some drink going on.
Yeah, Hazel probably, with all of us together, Hazel is probably only comfortable because all 3 of us are together to actually get drunk.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You presume at this point that Coby is still stealthily following you around from behind.
I feel like if he actually follows us into the bar, I'll turn around and ask him if he wants to sit down and drink with us.
Won't, but Anna at one point is going to loudly comment, "Man, I wish Coby were here. He would be having such a great time." Like, just to make sure that she's heard over the music or whatever in the room. Like, it's a little passive aggressive and kind of bitchy, but yeah, it's funny.
Okay.
Stealth cap check. Coby, can we see you this time?
Not inside, no.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Hazel, you need to give me a perception check.
Sure. Would you say I have disadvantage because I'm drunk?
I would say this happens before you're drunk.
Okay.
And then
19.
you can roll whether or not you still choose to drink. 19. Okay, you don't notice anything. You get drunk.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm guessing I lost
Hashke,
all the line.
Anna, you also get a perception check.
Okay. It's 11 this time.
Okay, you also notice nothing.
Holy shit.
25. You are fairly certain that 4 people came in behind you and they don't exactly look like they belong.
I mean, to be fair, we also don't look like we belong. Correction. Hazel and Hashke probably don't look like we belong.
I mean, why?
Well, okay, that's fair. I am dressed all fancy.
I don't know if we ever decided to try and get Hashke to dress up. What do you wear, buddy?
I'm wearing pants and a coat.
Okay.
And a shirt.
I mean, it's pretty hard to go wrong with men's fashion, let's be honest. Like, if you get him a button-down shirt and
That's fair.
Probably fine.
I imagine Hashke having a fairly cowboy kind of look to him, so...
Yeah, just not the assless chaps, okay?
Do not underestimate stripes. Vertical stripes are very slimming.
That's true.
And, like, make you look taller, right, Coby?
Well, they make you look slimming. At least that's what my tailor says. I don't really care about that stuff that much.
Okay. And yeah, you're fairly certain 4 people followed you in.
Also, hello.
You noticed them until after Hazel started drinking.
Also, hello. You guys were followed.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Followed. Yeah.
Oh shit! I got drunk faster than I thought.
Yeah, you're
Nice.
pretty trashed right now.
What does he look like now that he's just come out of the woodwork like that? Is he still wearing his big-ass stealth suit?
I like to think he, like, one of you went to the latrine and he, like, knocked on the window or something.
Oh my god.
Which one of us it wasn't? Because
Probably
some of us are
Hashke.
more paranoid than others.
Probably Hashke, because I think Coby would know better than to try and knock on the window of the ladies' room.
That's actually fair.
I'll leave
Might
it
get
up
him
to the
shot.
DM. Kobe's indifferent.
Yeah, Hashke had a bit too much water before you left. So when he stopped at the restroom to go, you caught him and kind of talked. Also, Hashke was the only one in the men's room. There seems to be a continuous cloud of at least 6 women in the women's bathroom.
Yeah.
There's
That's
12
true.
stalls, and there's always 6 women in there. 3 of them aren't even using the restroom. They're just standing around talking.
I
That's
see.
fine.
You also have been to nightclubs.
Yeah. Enough of them to know that there's a cloud near the restroom.
Okay, Kobe lets you know that.
So is Coby one of those people who don't understand etiquette and goes to the urinal right next to the person instead of every other urinal as is proper protocol?
I just like to imagine like a brick works its way out of the wall in front of his eye line. Like he's just standing there just going, and right where that advertisement thing would
It's just
be,
like,
like there's a brick just slides
you
back,
guys are following.
and all of a sudden there's like Kobe's face right there, eye to eye with him.
Just right. The brick just slides out, and he's just like, you guys were following.
There's no windows in the bathroom. No ventilation at all.
No, there's ventilation and windows.
Okay.
I just thought the visual was funnier that way.
He's like
That would be funny.
he's like Spider-Man hanging like his back to the wall, but he's upside down, and he's upside down, but he's like from his perspective moving his hand up and knocking twice on the window.
You notice the knock Hashke and the blue blackened gauntlet kind of looks like Kobe's fist.
Coby.
The joke never gets old. When you get to the window, he just says, "Hey, you guys are being followed. I'll be out front.
Okay.
Ah,
I'll leave you to it. Make sure to wipe."
Thank you. All right.
And you make your way back to the table. Coby makes his way back around front.
Does this joint have food? Like this is out of character. I'm just asking.
This is like a jazz club, so yeah, they've got bar food. There's pretzels and like hot dogs.
Hazel orders like the giant spread. You know that like party thing of every appetizer? Yep.
Yeah.
And there's cheesy nachos,
Yeah.
which are also popular with the pretzels and the
Probably
beer.
with the hot wings.
We're in the Nachoverse.
Yes.
Working on it.
And she smashes a shitload of food. And I forgot to put my hit points up because I'm a dumb.
Well, at least you remember to do it before we began the fighting.
True.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna hit some hot wings and have an absurd amount of these delightful dark stormies brought to you by Kraken.
Does Husky mention this new information to us?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna turn around and see if I can subtly get a look at them.
Normally I wouldn't have you roll for that, but I'm gonna have you roll for that because you're drunk. So
Is this
yes,
stealth?
check at disadvantage.
Okay. Ugh. Oh boy. Okay. 13.
Okay. You turn around, almost fall out of your chair, and kind of grab the back of the seat and attempt to hide it like you really intended to do that, and like
Mhm.
make it like subtly obvious that you were looking their direction.
Mm.
And they obviously noticed you were looking.
Okay. Did I get a look at them though?
Yes, there's 4 of them. They all look to be of human Shen descent, which makes you very nervous.
Out front, is there like a balcony at all or anything up above?
3 of them have suits on, and the lady that is with them is dressed in a single color dress. It is red.
Oh. Well, one of us is going to have to go home and change.
Are any of them wearing armor?
No.
Okay.
No, or not that we can tell.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, the idea is if we can't tell, we can't tell.
Still my favorite way to answer questions. So it's like,
Yeah.
should I go with the blue one or the red one? And be like, yes.
Yes.
Purple it
I
is.
also do.
No, I think my favorite one is how drunk are you? Yes.
That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime there's a quantity question and you answer with the definite, like a not an analog. Answer.
Yeah.
Also
Um,
one of my favorite.
You don't see any weapons on them either.
So this might just be kept being a dense, but why is it notable that they're Shen? Is it because of their look?
No, the reason that makes Hazel nervous is because of
The Black Hand.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Racist.
They know.
So these are more. So the guy that we ran into earlier was killed by the Black Hand as well.
Yep.
Okay. I will mention that to the crew. It's just so we know. Apparently, the Black Hand are working for Prince Breaker.
But he's also got his own private assassins on this.
Yeah, but I'm guessing these guys are actually Black Hand. Considering, as far as we know, we haven't seen any of his private assassins. We've only seen a contractor and a Black Hand that was hired by him.
All four of them stand up and move towards your table.
I am going to reach behind Hazel and put my hand on her back and gently, subtly rather, cast some lay on hands and cure her of her intoxication.
Thank you.
Okay. She's shockingly sober the instant you do that.
Okay. Is this the same day as we ran into that other guy?
Yes, this is that evening.
Okay. Question number 2. How big is this bar? If we get into a fight in here, are we likely to have a bunch of civilian casualties?
At this particular moment, there are probably 25 to 35 people in this club.
Okay, but is there like a significant amount of room around us that we would have space to fight? Okay, cool. Then I'm going to be like, we should get out of here.
Before you really get to say that, they have surrounded the group of you, one standing behind each of you. And the one gentleman speaks up. We are not here to kill you. If we wanted you dead, you wouldn't have had a chance to come into the club. He reaches into his suit sleeve and pulls out a small knife and tosses it on the table. There's a piece of paper attached to it. You were slated to be killed this evening. This is not something the hand is agreeing with. This Prince Gregor is working against what we have dictated is our territory. We are not very happy about that at all.
I'm going to pick up the note and read it.
Have I got this right?
The note says
war with the prince.
Yes.
Outstanding. Pull up a chair. Have a drink.
He doesn't break character at all and simply replies, no.
That's fair. What does the note say?
The note says, I'm glad you find my assassins to your liking. I hope you don't bleed too much. Really looking forward to seeing you at my castle when you find yourself brave enough to do so. Prince Gregor.
Does
it have
an invitation?
That's what I'm wondering. Is this an invitation to us or to the Black Hand?
Kind of looks like an invitation to you.
Yep, that's what I figured. Just so you know, apparently some of your crew are actually working for him.
We have contractors that will take care of any squealers that attempt to reveal information for the city. We do appreciate you being nice enough to try to save that man. It was a good gesture.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tried.
You live and you learn.
It is appreciative that you would attempt to save the life of someone, but he violated the rules of our contract. Per our agreement with him, he knew what he was getting into.
Well, saving people is kind of the thing. So that's why we're the good guys and you're the assassins.
So, this is a town where I'm law enforcement. How do the laws behave with this sort of thieves guild? Is that contract considered a legally binding thing? Is that a thing that's allowed?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a contractual agreement. You can be a little bad about how you write it because nobody really looks at them unless they're brought before the court. So
I could feasibly try and take them in, but there's a good chance they get out considering they have the entire force of...
They have probably black market connections, which might get them into a judge's pocket. You're not sure. Contractual agreements in the Imperial Legion have always been sketchy at best over the years.
Yeah.
Nobody really pays attention to them unless they're super, super dangerous. And then, even then, only the ones that manage to get caught.
Isn't it rumored that the Black Hand can dance and hop through shadows?
Wouldn't happen.
Yeah, we saw them do that earlier.
I believe
Mhm.
that'd be a like common rumor.
Yes, it would be. Just
I
be
know it.
forewarned that
So-
when you leave the protection of the Imperial Legion's empire, we will not be able to help you in the Jewel of the Sands. You will be at the mercy of Prince Gregor's fumbling buffoon assassins. We will not be able to assist you in our hatred of them there. We do not mess with that city. It is of no business to ours.
Understandable. Can I roll an insight check just to I feel like these guys are definitely probably telling the truth, but Hazel's kind of on guard because
Was
Sure.
one of yours contracted to try and cure the Einrich beast?
If you were referring to the individual that stole the mask and boot from the museum, no. Our members would not have left behind evidence for you to locate him.
He moved like you do.
Of course, our members train other people. We will get in contracts to train people in the arts of what we do, if they show interest. Money is money.
so I got a 24 insight.
You're pretty sure he is dead serious.
Yeah.
Unintended.
Yeah, totally.
He puts a piece of paper on the table, a folded piece of paper, and then the only other thing he says before they all walk away at the same time, we know. And he leaves.
I
The
pick
piece
up
of
the
paper-
paper.
The piece of paper, as you open it, has an inked hand print in the middle of the paper. There are no fingerprints on any of the fingers.
That's cool.
Let us leave.
Hell, we should probably go outside and make sure Coby doesn't pounce on these guys.
By the way, one of the contacts that you made was that lady in the red dress.
Ooh,
Oh.
nice.
I would like to spend some time studying her appearance.
You sleep pretty soundly for a murderer.
I like that guy. He's my favorite of those characters.
One of the few things I liked in Oblivion. Coby doesn't attack.
You
by the
know
way.
her name is Aya Togashi.
That's not good. Confusing when Aya joins in the game.
That's not
Not at all.
Aya Togashi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, no, Hazel will follow them out and see if she can find Coby.
You follow them out and you find Coby stealthing with the same stealth check he made earlier. And he's kind of looking over at them and he looks over at you guys. Like, huh?
no, not.
No, this is stop. This is
Why would I?
yeah, that one.
Okay.
Or I guess this would probably be better.
Yeah.
Or
You're just
hold.
like, and the figures walk off confidently, even though Coby is stealthing kind of off to the side. They walk confidently out of the bar, out of the way, and they disappear into the cloud of people in the city streets that even are still active at night. You do notice there's an increasingly colossal amount of military personnel in the city, even for this time of the night. A lot of them marching in formations. A lot of them appear to be leaving the city. All of them appear to have, like, loaded weapons.
I'll stop one of them. First, I'm going to motion Coby down so we can tell him what just transpired.
He looked like he was climbing up to the roof, and he just spider climbs back down.
So apparently, the Black Hand don't want us dead,
Well, that's obvious.
but
They're beefing over turf.
Prince Gregory does. I wasn't sure, considering one of them tried to kill. Well, I mean, I guess he did try to kill the guy that killed us.
Wait, why does the prince want you dead?
Oh, that's the question, isn't it?
Fuck if I know.
Supposedly we fucked up some plan of his. Not entirely
Oh.
sure what the guy.
It probably had something to do with that devil.
Almost certainly. I bet Hayden's involved somehow too, the little son of a bitch.
Little being a joking term since Dr.
Oh, yeah,
Hazel
no, that
is
was-
15 feet tall.
There's such a thing as ironic description.
Yes.
Who are you calling short?
Yeah, exactly.
I just turned into Alphonse.
Alphonse.
Oh, right. Oh, let's not invoke Vic Manoia here.
I am the Full Metal Alchemist. I am in a full metal outfit. Anyway, Coby's like, all right, well, obviously I need to make some adjustments on this thing. I'm gonna go back and work on that.
No! Oh, Dogo! After he's done, Hazel's gonna see if she can settle up next to one of those soldiers. We've been out of town for a while. What's going on? Where's everybody heading?
Citizen? Oh, it's you, Hazel. Well, we're preparing for an attack.
Where?
The Empire of Delstounding was seen with 100,000 troops moving towards the capital.
Delstounding?
We're going to war with the Dulls?
The soldier looks over at Anna and looks back at Hazel. Yes. Old wars apparently
Shit.
don't die.
I looked to Hazel. I'm like, they're the ones that have the recently reestablished Empire of Necromancers.
That's correct.
Son of a bitch. So wait.
Oh, okay.
So the nation of the Necromancers is on the march. We've got a Warforged trying to raise a bunch of mindless Warforged. We've got an undead. Wait, are Sanguinari considered undead?
No, they're technically alive.
They're living vampires.
They're living vampires. You would still say vampire.
They're like dumpers then, right?
Yeah, like Damphirs.
Yeah. That's
So-
what I meant. I didn't mean to offend the name.
Right. So we're dealing with Necromancers. We're dealing with Warforged and some kind of good.
Well, the army is dealing with necromancers right now. For all we know, it could be nothing. Also,
soldier just
I
goes-
can't fight an army.
The soldier just goes, ma'am,
Yeah. Ciao. Good luck. Don't
Thank
die.
I don't plan on it.
No one ever does.
I feel like Hayden and what's his nuts?
Gregor.
Gregor and Heinrich is more up our alley since apparently all of them know us and like us for some reason.
I wouldn't use the word like so much. I think Heinrich is interested by us. Gregor hates our guts and wants us dead. And Hayden thinks of us as a curiosity and mild impediment. He underestimates us.
I mean, all of those kind of qualify as like, I think. You can like somebody and still want them dead. I mean, like that woman. Like, she's a pleasant woman. She's definitely a criminal and has killed a shitload of people that don't deserve it.
But they don't want us dead.
That doesn't mean they're good people.
I didn't say anything about good people.
You also know that Io's thief name is the Sparrow.
That seems a bit familiar.
At least it's not the robin or a canary or something.
Why do I know that name, the Sparrow? I've heard that
Why-
before.
It's yeah.
Why-
It's
why-
definitely not the canary. That guy's an ass.
Why would a thief use a bird name? That just seems kind of silly.
Yeah.
It's probably
Weird.
because they got a discount on cards that were returns.
Birds?
Yep.
Bards that were birds?
Where
No
does
cards.
Cards.
where does
Only
the
cards.
canary steal from? The mine shafts? Suddenly, a 20th level rogue just kills me instantly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I strongly suspect that Hayden and Gregor are working together on whatever plan they're doing.
Oh, I 100% believe it. I believe all of them are working together. I imagine they're probably planning on fucking each other over, but they're using each other for now.
You get the distinct feeling someone is standing behind you.
Do you got like a wall of like pictures of them, and you got like red string connecting them all?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
they're all
got,
connected.
100%. That's actually a thing inside the airship.
As you kind of turn around to look at this distinct feeling, You see Zobiel, the god of war, standing directly behind you, tapping his chin. Your
buddy, what's up?
conversation makes for such wonderful interesting.
Hey, buddy.
I am thrilled that we are
Maybe
maintaining.
not the best time to.
It's always a good time. Look, he's got
War.
soldiers on the march. It's a parade.
War is always the best time. It's the best game you mortals have, isn't it?
Anna's gonna pat him companionably on the
Hazel
shoulder.
takes her hand off her dagger.
I think Monopoly is a better game.
Monopoly is.
Destroys more lives.
I was
than
gonna say
war.
Monopoly destroys
more
friendships. There is a reason I
I would
don't play
say
Monopoly with you.
friendships, but it's just not quite as invigorating as war. Look at all these soldiers, all on the march to defend their city.
I mean, yeah,
all
but like,
willing to
have you
fight
gotten
for
into
their
a fight
lives.
with your best friend? I mean, that's pretty. Next to your best friend, not with your best friend.
Oh, my brothers and I fight all the time.
Like you do.
It's good. So, anything we can do for you?
Yeah.
No, I was just eavesdropping.
Oh, okay.
Good to see you.
Continue.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, war is nearby. I was just so excited. I had
I
to
don't
sit
like
by
it.
and watch.
Yeah, it's really your thing.
How far
Literally.
away do you think the battlefield is from here?
123 yards.
Jesus Christ, that's really close.
That's like right off the street.
Holy shit!
That's right outside the gate.
Well, that's where it'll take place once the army gets here. The
Oh,
army's
I
not
was
here.
like, how did we
Oh,
miss a battle that
okay.
close? Wow, your perception is for shit, Hazel. You missed that.
I know, damn.
Sorry, 123 yards outside the city.
It's still pretty fucking
That's
close.
still right outside. That's not far.
Yeah.
That's like
But
a
it's
football
not
field
here
plus some.
That helps.
If I remember right outside the city, it's just desert. Like there's
Not till morning. Oh no, it's plains.
No, we're not in the Jewel of the Sands. We're
Yeah.
in
Wait.
We get the white mana.
Until you said in the morning?
Oh yes, 7:15 sharp.
You know
There'll
how
be a
this-
white bird that flies across the peak of that building, and then the first gunshot will be fired. The second artillery round will land after the white bird gets to that building, and the third artillery round from the force tank on the 7th Division will hit after the white bird gets to that building.
Okay, so question
How are you
regarding
entertained
the
knowing
world.
how this ends up?
How
It's getting there. That's the fun.
when a god like him says something like that, is it guaranteed that that's going to happen, or is that just how he sees things until something changes?
Religion check.
Sure.
Yeah, Terry, cut the snacks.
Oh shit, I have that. 16.
16. You know that gods can see their anything that happens in the realm of their portfolio a week before it happens and a week after it happens.
Okay, so it's kind of set in stone what he sees.
Kind of. He's seeing
Okay.
the future.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I was just thinking since he is war and he knows war so well, he just knows how that chess game is going to get played out.
Right.
That makes sense, yeah.
It'll be an interesting battle, but the technology of the Imperial Legion is vastly superior to the army of nothing but undead that the Dullstounding brought for their first attack.
Oh, so it'll be a rout then. That's good. I'd just like to know that our city is still going to be here when we get back.
Oh, it'll still be here. There'll be some people that die, but it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I would maybe recommend leaving if I were you before the morning. Perhaps get your things, get ready, and just be gone before it really gets nasty. You have other things that are just more important for you to take care of than being part of this. You're not part of the Legion or Dullstounding. There's no need for you to be here.
But there's undead out there that need to be killed.
No, I don't really think you need to mess with that. Just my opinion, though. If you want to go out and wade in the middle of them and get killed, that's your life to throw away, not mine.
Anna
I
is
don't
going to
die.
pout her lip out a little bit, but she knows better than to argue with a god.
I don't die, so
Now we don't know if any of these fellows are like Dr. Hayden and Einrich and them. They're not associated with the dolls at all, are they?
are you asking the Dungeon Master or the God of War?
I'm asking the Dungeon Master.
Okay. You are not directly sure any of them are related or in line
Okay.
with any particular faction. In fact,
Okay.
you're pretty sure everyone's kind of just doing their own jam. And the Empire of Dullstounding and the Imperial Legion have hated each other for a very long time.
Okay. I'm like, but thanks for the heads up. That's really helpful.
Oh, I do enjoy war, and I wouldn't want you to miss a front row seat. If you don't leave by morning, however, sitting on the third story of Coby's tower will give you a beautiful view of the whole thing, outside the port window on the eastern side.
Good to know.
I'd bring
any idea
champagne.
what the
It'll be a
range-
rousing battle.
Any idea what the range of their tanks are?
Oh, Coby's building will be fine.
I'm wondering if the airship would be.
It's at Kobe's building.
No, if we were over the army, though.
Oh, they can't shoot rounds straight up. That's not how gravity works.
Good to know.
You could fly above the battle if you wanted to
Engineering
and
isn't
watch it
my
happen.
strong suit.
Oh, you're a detective. I wouldn't imagine it is. Engineering his strong suit, he says, pointing to Coby.
Kobe's gone, so he probably just points off towards the tower.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he stopped while you and I, all four of us were standing there talking.
No, he never got a chance to say it, but he was climbing back up to the roof and heading back.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, he was just testing out a suit, and to him,
Yeah.
everything was done, so whatever.
Yeah.
Nice.
Toodles.
Ciao.
And he ceases to exist.
God, he's terrifying sometimes. I think we should get back to Coby and let him know what's going on, and that we might need to get out of town soon. So, like, Anna, I know that you kind of really want to pick a fight here.
It's my job. I've got to.
I'm not suited to fighting undead.
No, I am, but the god said to not be here. I'm not going to try and argue with God. Even if I ask my patron, I'm pretty sure that.
That too, we potentially have bigger fish to fry
Oh, we definitely do.
and more people that need our help.
I'm just disappointed is all. I'll be okay.
That fishing village,
I'll be okay.
more and more people keep going missing.
Oh my god, let's go
And-
already. Come on.
I'm just saying, like, that's the thing that we should do next, because it occurs to me that if the army is here, there's no one going to help those people.
What are we, the Americans? Everybody's in trouble. Let's help everyone at once.
I mean,
Freedom bombs.
we're the Slayers. We literally have a schedule of what to do next.
Hashke, there's a conversation in your head.
Hmm.
Oh, those are
Let's go to the
fun.
fishing village. That fish.
I mean, yeah.
Heard of
Must
some
pick
really
fish.
really good burgers there.
Mhm.
Do
Made
we
of
want to?
tritons.
Do we want to see if we can talk Coby into leaving tonight, or do we want to leave in the morning?
Coby!
Before 7:30. I'm pretty sure he's gone.
Yeah, we should probably just head back.
Kobe!
Meanwhile, up at the top of the tower, there's a basketball court, and he's doing like a hoop shot.
Oh, I
Coby,
just figured
your-
he was like Spider-Maning off of the side of the building.
Your walkie-talkie is filled with Hashke's voice. As he's like, Coby.
Kobe!
Which is
Kobe!
funny because
Kobe!
like normally
Kobe!
you have like a radio, but he built it into the suit, so you're just yelling it directly into his
Right into his ear.
Okay, Kobe's Spider-Maning up his own tower, and he's just like, huh? What?
Alan,
What's
Alan,
up?
Yeah, we're gonna
Alan.
go to the fishing village in the morning, or maybe a little bit later. So get the ship ready.
Yes, sir, princess. Jeez.
What are you talking about? I'm letting you know because I don't know where you are.
Yeah, I'll pack your tiara too.
Thank
Wrong
you,
character.
but that's wrong character. The Baron would enjoy it.
Baron what?
Exactly.
Von Strovovich? I've heard of that guy.
bear in mind that we have to leave in the morning, so maybe we should all get some shut-eye.
D4 psychic. What? Oh, okay.
That was hardly vicious mockery. It was mild mockery.
No, I like to think vicious mockery can either be mockery or it's just a pun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially in the middle of combat.
You're
Anyway.
punished.
So,
Yeah, it's kind of nighttime. Everything's probably kind of. Is everything dead in this town at night, or?
Oh no, this city is very much alive.
Oh shit! That was the other thing. It occurs to me there's that guy there's this rando dude hanging around outside town And by my estimate, he's standing right where the battle will be. That seems significant.
That low call guy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we should go
Oh no,
talk to him.
he's by the desert. You're not by
Oh,
the
okay.
desert.
I thought he was outside this.
Once again,
Okay.
no. Once again, all the action you need to do is by the desert, except for the fishery. You actually have to pass over the battle to get to the
Okay.
where the
So I'm
fishery is.
rolling outside the Jewel of the Sands. Okay, but do we have do we want to get anything else while we're here? No. The other question
All the
is
shops are open. We'll do standard costs. I'll be right
Okay.
back. Role play amongst yourselves for a second, and
Oh,
do
okay.
shopping if you need to.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty well set on my stuff.
I was gonna pull up the document, but I upped my stream quality, so now I can't do anything else. I can't
Oh,
go to
nice.
Google and stuff.
What doc in particular would that be that you?
His sniper rifle. Coby was gonna get that.
So this, yeah, I've got the armory right here. As a matter of fact, so the sniper rifle weapon,
Yep.
is 2d12 damage die, piercing type, two-handed weapon.
Okay.
It is a crit on a 20, 250 GP for the weapon itself. Range is 400/1200. Weight is 9.5 pounds, and loading from a 5-round clip is a move action.
Okay.
Also, it ignores damage resistance. It says whatever. One shot per round max. So, assuming that means that your action surge may not affect that. You want to check.
Yeah, I'll need to double check him. I think action surge would probably work.
Probably.
And haste probably would too. He probably means like it takes your entire attack action. You can't get extra
Yeah, it's
attack.
3rd edition still. He hasn't updated it.
Yep. I'm just saying that would be the easiest conversion. Make it so if you use an attack action, you can only do one attack with it.
I think so. Which is fine because sniper rifle you expect one shot,
Yeah.
one kill. So yeah, Anna is not going to do any more shopping necessarily. Maybe like pick up a pastry or something. Take the edge off of that booze.
And with that, Kobe's almost out of money. Sweet.
How did that happen?
He bought 2 suits of armor.
Oh yeah.
I
would
still
do.
have some if you need any.
He bought 2 suits of armor and upgrades for him.
So how fast do we want to invest in the extra large symbols that will lock down the Nothic? And
That's what I was just thinking about because I
Like-
have.
we could do it for 10K, and I've got enough gold on me right now to get my share of it.
I've got 2,000 that I could spare.
I've got 36.45 on me.
Jesus.
Kobe,
Actually, I need to pay for 2 clips of ammo, so let me bring that.
The universe has returned.
Hello.
Hurrah.
Hooray!
Welcome back, universe.
Kobe doesn't plan on spending any more money on anything else besides those after this.
Okay.
Besides what?
So he's pretty broken now, but when he gets money later, he won't be spending it on anything else besides that the big symbol.
Okay.
You notice your fridge is at the house is just very, very low on meat. Like it's all gone,
Oh dear.
practically. Somebody's been really hungry. Somebody who's been staying in your room. You're not sure who.
We're not. I mean, she's right there.
It's one of the 4 of you. Well, 5 of you, but you don't think it's Erica.
She's a dwarf. They eat a
Yeah,
lot.
dwarves. They're into their meat. I mean,
Yeah.
Hey,
unless
Coby.
she
Oh.
happens to be a vegetarian.
Oh,
dwarf.
actually, that one suit for the planar adaptation, I think I would have taken that vial that had the symbiote in it. The symbiote would be merged with the suit.
With the suit.
Oh,
Okay.
What
creepy.
is a symbiote?
I don't know.
It's
I
like
just
a
said it
turd in the
really
wind.
weird.
That movie was so bad, but so amazing.
I loved that movie. Yeah, it was so well done for what it
bad.
was. Yeah,
They were just like, we're just gonna go for it.
just be awesome about it. I loved it. It was great.
Now I think of it, did anybody drink that?
I
Not
know
weird.
Hashke bought one.
Hmm.
I bought a book about it, I think. I bought Symbiotes and You,
Yeah.
or Venom and You book.
The symbiotes
I'm
in you.
sorry, that's just hilarious to me.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious.
Symbiotes and you.
Mhm.
It was a mimic symbiote. It was actually symbiotes in us.
Yeah, symbiotes in us.
By the time you
Mhm.
finish reading the book, it's already too late.
It's already too late.
My boy, ow. That was like a chorizo bark.
It was very yippy.
Oh,
He's just sitting here like,
That's
"Holy
very.
crap."
I'm starting to pet him, and he's all like, "Yes," and then fart. He's worse than I am.
But yeah, besides that sniper rifle I got off screen,
Okay.
Coby's pretty well set. He moves his suits onto the ship.
Okay.
And we're off in the morning, I guess?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys continue on. I'm gonna go assure the dog that we're not about to be murdered.
Hmm.
Must have farted in self-defense.
So
Hmm.
as we take off over the battlefield,
Finish his kibbles. Then bathe the entire bowl.
Ew.
like, do we see like the armies marching?
Yes, you see the armies marching. The Imperial Legion's forces look as though they have these large cylindrical tank things that have 3 different layers to them that rotate around. The top one has 2 cannons, the bottom one has 2 cannons, and the middle one has a bunch of like small machine gun ports. And that they have several of those that walk around on 4 like big legs. That walk around, and they look very steampunk because you can see steam coming off the back of them as they're like moving along. And they have 4 of those on their side, and the Dullstanding Empire has what looks to be 100,000 skeletons that are equipped with a lot of different various weapons. It looks as though they're all skeletons, though, oddly enough, and they all have bows and arrows mostly.
Oh my god, it's
the ones on the
adorable.
front who are a giant shield wall.
They don't have any kind of ranged weaponry that could reach up here, do they?
Nope.
What is our elevation right now?
Your elevation is above the range of the guns, which is quite a distance. But you could still see the whole battle from here. It looks as though the shields that the skeletons are carrying are oddly effective against the bullets that the Empire has.
Okay.
You're not sure to what degree. Maybe there's magic involved. Maybe there isn't. You don't know. But there's definitely something going on that makes them at least slightly effective. So the Empire is having trouble shooting past them as there's like a shield wall of skeletons in front marching with shields.
Okay.
Can I say I will have taken gone out and gotten the money and the resources to make more of those cerulean scrolls, but I haven't actually made them yet.
Yeah. Yeah, you say you got the supplies.
Can I remember what it costs to make those?
50.
Yep, I do believe I said it was 50 each. And you need the only reason you spend some money is for the rice paper and the special ink.
Wasn't it like 50? Because I thought it was like 50K that we needed to make the.
No, it's 25. It's 2,500 for a full size one of the 4 to lock down the world.
And you
Okay.
need 4 altogether.
So
of
it's
the
like
large
10K.
ones.
10K for all 4 of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's what I said.
So we need 50 of
No, we need
the small size ones.
no.
Because there's
no,
a
they
big
kinda-
one and then there's a small one.
Right.
The small
that's-
one you draw on paper and you use it like a spell scroll or something on the enemy to banish them.
Those are,
Okay.
Those are 250 each, but it's 2500
That's what it was, okay.
each for the big ones.
Okay.
No, the big ones were like 2,500 and
Yeah, the big ones were 2,500 and the small ones were 250. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm like, 50 seems really small, or really a small amount
really
for.
as powerful as they are.
Yeah, it's basically like a micro banishment spell, but it only works on aberrations from the far realm.
Oh, that's right. It only works on aberrations.
I
Because I
thought
was
it
going
worked
to
on
say,
fiends too. Didn't we have?
You think that it might be adaptable, that it could work on fiends for this particular plane, but you don't think that that's initially how it should work.
okay.
Interesting.
Because I was going to suggest we use them here on the skeletons, but no, it wouldn't work on them because they're natives.
They are technically native. They are from this plane, or
Oh.
at least it appears they are. And they have a strange purplish glow about them, like there's some energy across these skeletons that seems very
As we're
purplish.
flying past, though, Hazel will keep an eye out on and see if there's any like individuals that look like they're like the generals, and she'll pick off a handful of the skeletons that are nearest to them.
You don't really see any that look as though they're generals. This looks to be a flat army that was just told to march this direction and kill stuff.
Okay,
There's
then
nobody
she will
appears to
just
be in charge here.
pick them off.
Brainless undead.
Yeah.
My
If it appears so.
range is 320, so I'm certain I can still.
Yeah. Well, you're also firing from above, so it's
Yeah.
not like you're firing from directly above them. So it's not a matter of range per se. It's a matter of do I hit them?
Yeah. Even with disadvantage of being so far out of range, I have a 16.
Okay, you hit a few of them and do some damage. The piercing damage does not look as effective against the skeletons as you would imagine, although you kind of maybe figured.
Yeah.
Meh. I don't really have anything that I feel like wasting ammo on.
That said, I feel like I definitely have sneak attack on all of them.
Yeah, they don't expect an attack from above.
And they're surrounded by allies.
Yeah, we could just drop an arcane warhead on them. No big deal.
I mean, do you have one of those?
No, I don't have any warheads that can do mega radiant damage. So.
Okay, yeah, that's why I'm doing arrows.
So as we're flying over, like I'm gonna have a brainwave and I'm gonna holler out up to the cockpit to Coby. Say, Coby, make a note. Install crop dusters.
Somebody fart?
The fuck is a crop duster?
It's when you walk around farting on people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
No,
doesn't make any sense.
Nozzles in a water tank. Make holy water tank.
Oh, why didn't you say
Farting?
so?
What does
That's
one
called a
say?
water cannon.
No, it's gonna like release like a spray. Like I'm gonna like
Yeah,
mist
he means
the
like to
holy
release a
water.
mist of holy water down on them.
So like a bidet.
No, wrong direction.
How
We're
do you
going
use bidet?
down, not up.
About what?
I feel like a mist would disperse it too much. You'd need like to actually douse some.
Well, okay, so we open up the
Like a
aperture
sprinkler
on the
system.
and make it a sprinkler instead.
Yeah.
No problem.
A couple shower heads. Just
Just
the
it's
holy
even
water
easier because you
rained
don't
down.
have to make the tolerances so tight for the nozzle.
We had
I mean,
if we had a super high level cleric, just cast Forbiddance and you're good. Anyway,
Oh,
so
we don't.
we're
Flying
over.
on.
Okay, and
Oh,
you fly
oh
on.
yeah. No, we're good.
And it takes quite a while to fly the distance that you need to fly. In fact, it takes about a week.
Oh,
And you get to the fissure on the other side of the continent. And the fissure, you get there at night. It is covered by a dome of spiderweb. The entire fissure is covered by a dome of spiderweb. And you see a small campfire just outside the dome of spiderweb.
Okay.
I mean, not just outside, like maybe 20 feet from it.
So I apologize. Coby would definitely remember this, but why was this fishing village important again?
All the fishing villages are important because they supply food that gets traded with the cities.
Well, I know, but I remember that was this one's like our top priority on our list. I'm trying to remember why,
Because
though.
it keeps
Because people
expanding.
keep going missing, and the webbing apparently keeps expanding into the area around it larger and larger.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so it had been, when we first heard about this on the Slayer's board, it was one village. Last we checked, it had expanded, I think, to like 3 or 4 villages.
Spider,
so there's something just eating all the fishing villages.
spider webs.
Looks like spiders. Great.
Apparently. Do we want to park a little ways off and... God damn it, you know what I never did? I still never got you to fix that fucking spyglass for me, Coby.
I think we did actually.
Yeah, no, you did.
Oh, thank God. Spyglass. I'm gonna use that to check out that fire, see if there's anyone around.
Coby,
Yep, there is a single small figure sitting at the campfire.
Coby's got his sniper rifle scope looking at it.
It's a single small figure.
Can I make out any details other than...
They're wearing a dress.
Okay. I say we park a bit of ways and approach them on foot. Yeah.
Park the parallel park.
Oh, we have
instead.
the car in the airship parked, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe park like quarter mile off.
Okay. You park and you kind of begin moving towards the figure. I've been practicing this voice for a while, so bear with me. I have not done it before, so it's new to my repertoire. You approach the campfire and you see a little human girl. She has pigtails, a small red dress with white polka dots.
Shoot her.
She looks like a child?
Yep.
Like a human child?
Yep.
Does she have quantum mechanics books?
No.
She about to start some shit, Zay.
You don't think she's about to start them shit. But she's just sitting there at the campfire, and she appears to be eating what looks to be some kind of stew. There's a pot next to the campfire that looks as though it's filled with stew.
Hi?
Hi.
What are you doing out here?
Can I have
We're
some of
making
this?
sure people don't go near the village. There's a bunch of fighters in there.
We?
Yeah,
Who else?
me and Polymar.
Can we get some of that stew?
Sure.
Polymar being who?
What?
Also, hi.
Oh, hi. You're a tiefling. That's cute.
What do her eyes look like?
Oh, Anna
Her
immediately
eyes are
likes her.
solid black.
Okay.
Yep.
Anna
Yep.
immediately likes her anyway.
Polymar lives inside me. Polymar saved my life, and I saved Polymar's life. So now we make sure people don't get killed by the monsters. Don't worry, we're a lot older than we look.
Oh. Okay.
When we get within 60 feet of her, I'm going to use Hunter's Sense. I want to learn if she has any damage, immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities.
I got a feeling fire and sonics.
Thunder damage. Fire and thunder damage.
Quick, grab some metal pipes.
Mm-hmm.
Quick,
Here,
Polymar.
buddy. I'm just here to make sure people don't get eaten by the giant spider lady.
Giant spider lady. Okay, this is getting more interesting. Do tell. And she's gonna actually
Yeah.
plop down next to the
Ooh,
fire.
we don't have any details. Polymar doesn't like going in there. He's afraid of spiders.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of spiders myself, but
Oh,
and my
you don't
friends
want to
here?
go in there? Then there's a lot of them.
oh no, we really do. That's actually our job. We kill monsters.
Oh, you're the ones that Polymar was telling me about.
Does everybody know who we are? Like she says this to the team.
I mean, the Slayers are pretty
Yeah,
International.
she's not talking about us. She's talking about the Slayer's genius.
Of course. I don't know who you are at all. Well, I know who one of you are.
The name's Coby Sparks. He's wearing his stealth suit, by the way.
Oh my god, you're wearing a suit. I didn't notice. It was invisible to us.
We
I
got
saw a
a
head
floating
floating there.
Oh, actually, I think for a funnier joke,
Deception check.
his stealth suit, instead of the ninja black, it's just Walmart camouflage.
Nice.
Like the urban camo, like in the Dumb Shades of Blue.
Yeah, they're like, okay,
That was just
Why?
some really hot shit in the like early aughts.
Mm-hmm.
something that just screams, "Hey, I'm a redneck." know.
Yeah.
Well, if you're the adventurers that are here to stop a monster, me and Polymar will just make sure the villagers get safe. If you can get them out of here, we can get them to safety.
Oh, good.
Um,
Okay, so this is going to be that kind of a mission. What was your
We'll do
name?
what we can.
Oh, you can call me Susie.
Did she actually stop and think about it?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Okay, Susie and Palomar. Nice to meet you. I'm Anna. That's Hazel. Hashke. Call him Salty. And that's Coby.
This name's not salty.
Yes, we're not salty.
What?
What? We're here. Hashke. Go on. You know my name. You know my name for years.
Yeah, I know your name.
Then why are you asking what? I mean, geez.
Anna's just going to snicker and she's going to look over to Susie. I think you have some really pretty eyes, by the way.
Thanks. They're Polymars.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna go over here.
So what's the best way to get into the web, hun?
I think this
You'll
way.
probably have to cut your way in.
Oh,
They've got the
okay.
whole village covered.
And she's just going to summon the Pact Greatsword. Will this do?
I wouldn't recommend burning it, though. They keep all the villagers alive in the middle.
Good to know.
You are so helpful. Thanks.
I didn't see him. Polymar did, right before he saw the spiders, and we ran over here. Luckily, there was a caravan nearby with lots of fresh meat. Do you want to talk to Polymar?
I kind of figured I was.
No, Polomar's talking to me. You can't hear him now. He's talking to me in my head.
Oh, well, excuse my ignorance. I don't really know how they work.
Well, you just sit here. I'll bring Polymar out. And you see an inky blackness kind of come out of her eyes and cover her entire body. And she is no longer a small-sized little girl. It's now a medium-sized, human-shaped figure with clawed hands. The eyes of this figure are just glowing white. We are happy you are here.
So your eyes go from black to white.
These are our eyes.
Interesting to know.
Wait, if her eyes are your eyes her eyes?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Cool.
Such a fascinating.
His eyes are black and hers are white.
And you're native to this world, even. That's amazing.
We have been here a long time.
What's in the web?
Little girl has saved us, and we her.
What's inside the webbing?
I believe
Something
spiders.
we have never seen, and some phase spiders that are
Wait.
our pets.
Okay, so it's a spider woman and her spider pets.
That's what we figured. We don't like spiders. We're not going in there.
Well, that's fine. We'll go in there for you.
I
One
just realized
question.
he's fucking Venom and he doesn't like spiders.
Yeah.
That just hit me.
It's beautiful, I gotta say.
I'm so glad Hazel is more insightful than my dumbass.
What's the spider lady's name?
About
Gwen?
how many villagers are still alive in there, do you think? If you had to
This
guess.
fissure was a larger one. There were 200 villagers here before the spiders showed up. I don't know how many are left alive.
I'm assuming the spiders really don't like fire. I think that's what Susie said.
Yeah,
We
but we
could
have to be
guess
careful
as
about
much.
burning out.
But you'll burn the whole village down. The
Well,
webbing
as
is
long
dry.
as we don't hit the webbing and we hit the spiders instead.
Good luck with that.
I don't think that's
fair.
possible.
Anything else she doesn't like?
I would imagine she doesn't like being stabbed or shot.
That's
I don't like
mean,
that either.
I can't argue that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anna's gonna little bit of her holy power kind of leak along the edge of her packed weapon. And how do you think she'll feel about this?
I would imagine she is not going to like how it feels. Whatever that is.
Okay, we get it. Weapons she doesn't like because they hurt her when she gets attacked by them. All right, let's go.
I don't believe it. Decapitation. Only weakness.
Coby, you're so rude. We have a lovely hostess here and her new friend, and
I don't think she's a new friend.
she's new to us, and she's certainly very friendly.
Oh, I was talking about her friend.
Good stew.
Her
Look,
friend
they're being
is very
perfectly polite.
Meaty.
I'm sorry for my
Any-
impatient, rude ass friends. We do
Any
have a
idea
job to
what?
do.
Any idea what she's doing with the people?
Using them as bait.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Wait,
It's working.
bait for what?
For
The
us,
spiders feed on the townsfolk. She feeds only on adventurers that come to save them.
Oh, let's go give her some indigestion.
She's picky
How
about
many
her
other
food.
How many other adventurers have come through here?
4 groups.
Oh,
None
Jesus.
have come out. None.
Were they all
was-
wearing this pin?
No.
Oh, no slayers have been here yet.
Just people looking to make some coin. They lost.
Clearly.
She
Did Cardboard Erica come with us, or did she stay behind?
Cardboard Erica is following along.
Okay, great.
I was going to say it'd probably be best if she stays on the ship so that she can, when we get these people out, she can get them to the ship safely.
backpack.
Do
Put
we
the
have enough
cardboard in it.
capacity to
Very
hustle
well.
200
I
people?
shall assist Erica in evacuating the people.
I was just thinking if she could be more useful with those spells inside than out.
Well, yeah, but it's also forces Blake to deal with a character that I don't know if he has a character sheet.
She can be our
I don't.
Spidey save.
Oh,
I was just gonna
Oh,
wing it.
yeah, no, that's our Spidey save. If we die, she comes in and saves our butts.
okay, that works.
Oh, she's King Mickey in Kingdom Hearts. Got it.
I don't
Just
even
burn a hole in the
remember
top of
where
the
we got
dome,
that from.
drop the airship right down on top of us. I like it.
Yeah, that's the thing that Kevin always had in his game. Every
Wasn't
level you're entitled to a Spidey save,
Got
which
it
is
from
an
Family Guy. Remember that?
an
ass?
NPC shows up and saves your butts.
Everybody gets one. Thank you, Spider-Man. Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one.
So I gotta ask.
Uh-huh.
My suit has spider climb on it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just go through these webs and be like, whatever?
You can move along their surface as if they were solid.
Okay, cool.
But it's still like a cage outside, so we still got to cut our way in.
Yeah, you still have to slice your way in, but because it's like a dome. Also, your Spidey
Anna?
sense, your Spidey walking of the suit would also let you know that when you cut into the webbing, the spiders will all immediately know where you are.
Oh, good.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's not a sense. I just like the spell spider climb.
No, but you know how the spell works, and you know how spiders work as a result.
Okay.
And anybody know how to fly?
Me?
And anybody else?
I didn't spend money on that. So no.
Wait, do we need to fly somewhere?
Would it be better we come in through the top?
We can summon something
I mean, I
else.
can
Shoulder.
I
but
can
like, you could
climb
fix
on
that
top.
later.
Give me a second.
Climb through the webs.
No, climb on. Well, okay, yeah, that probably wouldn't work very well.
Okay.
You could
so there's
slice through the side of it.
So we can get in over the top, you see?
I'm thinking the only way in is through.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally a dome. The whole from the
Oh,
air
it's
you saw,
confusing
the
'cause
entire
there's not a gap in
village
anything.
is domed in webbing.
Mhm.
The buildings in the village look as though they're acting like kind of like tent posts and holding up the webbing in a dome shape. There's a lot of
Okay.
fissures are built with the village close together because then it's easier to protect when all the houses are closer.
I was
And it's so damp they don't have to worry much about fire.
I was
Right.
just thinking maybe have the airship right above it and coming through the top middle. Since they're in the center, it'd be the shortest path to them and easiest to guard.
We
You
could,
propose to
however,
airdrop?
even if we can't fly, we could easily lower down enough rope for us to climb down.
The only
I was
problem
gonna
is the
say,
spiders
I've
could
got
climb back up. And this plane would be of
We
Minimal
cut the rope as
defenses.
soon as we're done. We tell we climb down, and after we're down, we tell Erica and
backpack. Did it-
Backpack
We
to cut the
know-
rope, and then we just meet them outside the city.
also the spiders can literally come from every angle.
Do we know
Mm.
where? Do we know what the city's built upon? I guess there's a sewer underneath.
Oh, that's
Cavern.
good.
The water table's too high.
You know
Right.
that the fissures are usually built mostly over the water. So there's a good portion of this that is dock. You can actually, underneath the dock is like the whole village is built like a giant dock out over the water. So
Yeah,
it's
let's do
easier to
that.
get boats in and out. Most of the fissures are built that way. Very, very few parts of the actual fissure are on land. And it's usually the smokehouses where they smoke the fish.
I can probably
So
hold
did
my
they
breath
web
for
the
like.
dome to the top of the
2 to 3
docks and leave the
minutes.
undercarriage alone, or did they couldn't have webbed it all the way to the water?
Well, we don't know. Let's go find out.
Water. You could check.
Okay.
You trudge around in the water and see that there is very clearly a way under the docks and presumably into the webbing without having to cut it.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. Hazel's gonna check and make sure all her vials are stoppered nicely and
Just
jump in.
means you need to hold your breath a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or you
So I
scuba.
believe we can hold our breath for minutes equal to our Constitution modifier +1.
So everyone can at least hold their breath for 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 1 minute. It's a minimum of 30 seconds if you
minimum.
don't have any modifier.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, I've got a con bonus of 2, so
Okay, you're good.
Same. 3 minutes here.
I doubt it would
Right,
take
you
more
asked.
than a minute. Right?
You got a minute?
No, I
Coby?
got more than that.
Okay.
I'm just thinking.
Right.
We
What do you
swim
got,
under?
Hashke?
Oh, I got 3 minutes. I'm good.
Okay.
I
Alright.
will offer you if you want to put your guns into my handy haversack to keep them dry.
I will put my ammo in your pack just to keep them dry. But
These are
I
cartridges,
didn't have a
right?
weapon out yet.
The
wait,
shotgun
this is-
shells are the only ones that would be affected by water. The bullets and the pistols would not.
Well, then that.
Okay. I will do that then.
Shotgun shells and rifle rounds would not be affected by the water.
Oh, so then
Yeah,
That would be
Russians.
wonderful.
We got Russian level durability then. Nice.
Or we got modern ammo.
Yeah,
yeah,
modern ammo.
I don't have any weapons that are out right now. I just
I will also put the radios and all of the electronics and shit in the handy haversack
That's handy.
because I don't want to fry them.
Yes. And you swim after waterproofing your gear. You swim under the docks and come to an area that you kind of like come up out of the water quietly as a group and kind of point. And it looks as though there's several dock boards that don't have webbing on them that you could move and squeeze up in.
As soon as I get above air and everybody's surrounding me, I'm casting Pass Without Trace.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. Whoever has the
individually,
highest modifier.
I have a +8.
that would be probably not me then. I have a +6.
Coby's was 7, so I think that's Hazel. Batman, it's you again.
Oh boy.
Batwoman.
Well, on
Okay,
my own
well-
individual roll, it would have been a 23.
I rolled pretty bad, so it was 30.
30? Good Christ.
Yeah, I got +17 now.
Oh, good God.
17?
Because Pass Without Trace.
Oh,
All right.
Well, I'm hoping you use theirs because, well, I got a dirty 20
with Pass Without Trace.
with
then
Pass
what is
Without
that,
a Trace.
+10?
I rolled really shitty.
Okay, so
Oh,
with,
wait, no, fuck it. Lucky.
with the pass without a trace, the
34.
group of you don't waste your luck. Save
Okay.
it. With the pass without a trace, the group of you easily kind of like stealthily move the boards up out of the way and help everyone up out of the water and get up out. Coby, you kind of are the heaviest, but also able to spider climb. So just kind of grabbing onto the side lets you pull yourself completely out of the water.
I'm
Yeah,
actually
I'm
quicker.
imagining the rest of us are actually like swimming and you're just like scaling the dock.
Yeah.
I'm like a completely different person this thing. My movement speed went up by 10 feet as well.
Wow.
Did you just turn into the Iron Spider?
Essentially, yeah.
And you help everyone else up through the boards, which it's not a matter of like you have to jump or get to them. You're in the water and the boards are like practically right here. You're just cat enough to like peek your head up and look around, and you saw some boards that didn't have webbing on them. So you're like, oh, we can come in here. And you move the boards across and you climb up inside. And what you see when all of you get inside is what looks to be a normal fissure, but is literally covered in webbing. All of the houses look abandoned except for the biggest one, which very clearly looks like there's a lot of people in it. You see a bunch of web sacks hanging in kind of human shape off to the side in near a kind of a building that was mostly over the water. That whole area looks as though it's kind of like a little spider cave. There's like webbing that goes into it like a tunnel, and all that sort of stuff looks as though it's been thoroughly customized. But what you're more pressing concern with is the 3 phase spiders you see in the area that are moving around.
Oh dear.
Oh shit, I forgot he said phase spiders. Do I know anything about these things?
Yes.
What is that, nature?
Yes. They'll also technically give you Arcana if you wanted to roll that.
Okay.
I don't have Arcana.
I do though.
Nat 20.
That'll make
Okay.
my Arcana check an 18.
Hey, that gives you enough to know what a phase spider is.
21 nature.
Now, the question is, how did they spell phase?
PH.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's at the back of the monster manual.
Not near spider.
No, it's not spiders, comma phase.
It's in
It's
there.
at the back with mundane animals for some reason.
Good lord.
Same with blink dogs. I don't know why.
Here, hang on a second. I'll get you a link for the actual critter itself.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
Fire beetles.
They're adorable.
There you go, Blake. It's up in the chat.
I'm still a little upset that you made rust monsters as cute as you did, Scotty.
Why are you upset? They're adorable.
Because I play a heavily armored fucking warrior. That was terrifying, especially because my character was dumb as shit and had no idea why she should be afraid.
Someday I'll make my rust druid. Someday.
I mean, Circle of Corruption's coming.
Don't tempt me.
I mean, why not?
The Magic the Gathering and Ravnica classes. Didn't we give one of the one of the wizard guilds something that can rust weapons? I think it was Golgari.
I don't know if we gave them some or create a spell or something.
It was one or the other. Well, you're being very loud and needy. What do you need?
There it
Everything.
is.
Apparently. Jesus.
All right. You know that phase spiders can basically phase in and out of where they are by phasing to a different plane and back again.
Oh boy.
Although I'm not exactly how sure that would work. How I'm sure that would work on this particular planet. Given its,
Well, I mean, we say that the ethereal plane is coterminous with all the material planes, right? It's just
yes,
like an echo of everything.
but this is the material plane.
Oh, isn't it? Well, that's fascinating.
Oh, spoilers! I didn't know that.
Yeah, right?
Actually, I
Yeah,
did
same.
reveal that at least once.
Oh, I'm dumb. Never mind.
We just might not have remembered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like
Player versus character knowledge there.
We're the players here. We're like important stuff, and we don't care about that.
I put my sword in the thing and make it dead. Okay.
Did it have
I
anything?
shoot, make fall down.
I make fall down.
It have money or magic item? Me once.
You do know that these spiders, obviously, like all spiders, can walk along webs and other surfaces pretty easily. And they're not a huge threat, but they can be dangerous because they can phase out of existence when they feel threatened.
And also maybe show up in great numbers.
And then show up in larger numbers, perhaps. It's hard to tell. But there's definitely 3 of them here, and apparently something else.
I believe they are medium-sized, correct?
Hui.
Yes. They're a large size.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
They're as big as a
they're
horse.
large.
I just remember season
Oh, Jesus.
the second campaign for Critical Role. That
Just
was
so
like one of the
that
first
you
things
know
they
what
fought.
they look like, everybody.
Yeah, those are tasty. I just want to point out we did fight these in Retroverse in the Vector. Remember when we had the Doggo adventures?
The doggos fought them, yeah.
That's right.
So we the players have fought these before. Also,
yeah, like
I
I know about phase spiders, but Hazel hasn't seen this shit before.
I just made Lycosa's base shell into one, or I will have done
Oh,
next
nice.
episode.
Yeah, this couldn't have been more coincidental.
Yeah, so is now initiative, or do we have surprise on these assholes?
I would like to
You-
summon my pact weapon before we get noticed.
You get a surprise round, and I will say you can get your packed weapons summoned before the surprise round goes off. So
before we conquer guns and unsheath our swords, do we see any human-sized cocoons?
yeah, there's 8 of them over by that little webbed tunnel that goes into one of the buildings that looks as though it's been decorated with webbing.
Okay, Coby points out that maybe we should do that.
Are they right?
No,
Wait, if we
base
go-
fighters are on the other side of the village. You can see them at a distance because they're as big as a horse.
Oh boy. Oh, okay.
Oh, so they're plenty away.
You're
Okay.
right next to the building that's over the docks that has human adventurer-shaped webbing mounds around it.
Okay, then okay. I thought they were like right on top of us. Okay, cool. Thanks for pointing that out, Coby. Yeah, I'm gonna climb out and start sneaking toward where those people-shaped cocoons are.
Give me a stealth check, everyone who's attempting to not step on webbing.
I would like to use my boots of flying.
You may.
My winged boots. Yes.
Although you're kind of like scrunched, you're not flying like fully upright like you're hovering. You're kind of scrunched up in a bit while you're floating. Like your knees are picked up a bit and you're kind of like almost floating Indian style off the ground because you don't want to touch the ceiling or the ground.
I'm okay with doing a zenyatta for a while.
You're zenyattaing around because there's webbing above you and below you. What did you get, everyone?
I
got zenyatta.
I did pretty bad. 29. Remember our pass without a trace.
Yep.
Okay, pass without trace, and let's say
I would say you probably have advantage because you're not touching
28.
the stuff.
Anna doesn't really have to roll because she's zenyattaing around.
all right.
She's pretty much just avoiding the strands that happen to touch ceiling and floor. Just looking
30.
around like, okay, not going to touch it. 30. Nice.
So
What'd you get,
28,
Hashke?
29, and 30.
28, 29, 30. Nice. Okay.
I had a
Does-
dirty 30
does
as well
Anna-
for what it's worth. But
Does
okay.
Anna
Nice.
does she spin when she's like going forward?
No, like she just kind of like cruises around like she's sitting on like a sled almost, right? But if she has to like weave around one of them, she's just kind of
I'm
like do that.
picturing she's just on a Segway.
Her tail is just kind of like swimming behind her in the air.
Oh, I was
Like a
thinking
crocodile.
the Tekken guy who sits in Indian
Oh.
style.
Yeah.
Yoshimitsu?
Yeah, I thought you were
When
doing
he's
that.
standing on his sword.
Or he's just like.
Or you mean Overwatch?
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, Yoshimitsu does
Yeah.
that. He'll hop up on his sword. But Zenyatta just like hovers.
You sneak towards the little webbed tunnel, and you get right to the face of it, and you're kind of like looking, and it's just darkness. There's a lot of darkness. Who has dark vision?
I have
sh-
Devil Sight still.
I believe
Yep.
Coby. I think gnomes have it. I'm pretty sure they do.
Hazel's gonna take the night vision goggles out of her bag and put them back on.
Yep. I'm good.
Okay. You all kind of
How
look
do you
in.
see in the dark.
Yeah, how can he see in the dark? That's weird.
Oh, I didn't remember that you got those. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. It's like always all night.
He's been wearing them the whole time too, by the way. Like all the time. Since he bought them, they just haven't come off.
He just has
Yeah,
three
like,
sets.
I-
you know.
I wear them on the top of my head as well most of the time, but I put mine away so that they didn't get damaged in the water.
You look inside there and you see what looks to be a person, maybe. She has 4 arms and 2 legs. She's standing there and she's kind of wrapping up what looks to be another adventurer, like pulling some webbing off of her like abdomen that's out behind her and wrapping the adventurer up with 2 of her hands. And the other ones are literally pouring tea with a teapot.
Wait. Okay. So is it like the teapot when it goes to pour? It's just literally little spiders that just come out,
No, it's tea.
and it just pours little spiders.
It's
Oh.
tea, but that would be fun.
Okay, so this woman looks like what again?
that,
Humanoid shaped.
I'm sorry. I gotta ask. I'm that player in the party. Does she look hot? At least her human. part.
You would guess that her charisma is probably 16.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Okay.
But she's got like a spider abdomen in addition. To being
She's got a
human.
spider abdomen coming off where the human butt would be, and she's got 4
Does she
arms and 2 legs.
Does she get an abdomen athletics check?
Oh, that was a reach. That was a reach, Coby.
And she pours some tea and sips it as she finishes wrapping up the guy that was standing there, turns around and goes, "Oh." Sets the teacup down. "I was not aware I had visitors.
So much for that stealth check.
Had I known you were going to come in, I would have prepared some tea. You wouldn't be here for these adventurers, would you?"
Can I use Hunter Sense to see if she has any immunities and resistances and vulnerabilities?
You sure can.
So it takes an action, and it's any creature I can see within 60 feet.
Yeah, how far away are we from this thing?
At least 60 feet.
If we're within 60 feet, oh crap.
Are we within 30 feet? Is the question here for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hazel will move up if I have to.
You're
I
within
would
30 feet.
I would like to use Detect Thoughts while she's using her hunters.
I'm trying to eat you. I'm gonna
Note
eat
that
you.
yours is very obvious. Mine is I just look. Yours requires probably a verbal and somatic component.
Yeah, you're not really sure if she's going to let you do that.
All right, fine.
She's in her mind, maybe I should feed them sweets first. Their blood will taste much sweeter then.
Oh my god. No, I just looked at the components for Detect Thoughts. It's verbal, somatic, and material. The material component is a copper piece.
It's been that way for
Fuck
eight.
that.
Penny for your
Okay,
thoughts?
For your thoughts.
No, it's a great pun.
It doesn't use it up. It's not consumed. It's just the focus for the spell.
Yeah, but still, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although I suppose it's better than going like this.
But do I sense any of those things? Vulnerabilities or immunities or...
You just see a big buffer symbol.
Yeah. What's Hashke and Coby doing?
Just, okay.
Coby was already just trying to get the people out of the cocoon.
It's in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
And I said it to everyone instead of you. Whatever.
Oh, good to know.
I see nothing.
Is it all piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning, or magical?
Usually I have yet to see any that isn't. It's usually only non-magical. I've never seen it having resistance to slashing, piercing, bludgeoning that is magical.
Yeah,
that's usually.
Yeah, it's non-magical.
There are some that have that, but
Not this one.
There's maybe 2 creatures, maybe.
they're barbarians actually.
Okay, so magic weapons go through it.
Yeah, so 1. Never mind.
Right.
Okay. So I will lean over and it's like, if we fight her, use your magic weapons.
Coby's already cutting out one of the guys in the cocoon with his silver longsword.
Oh,
Do we-
shit.
Wait, do we have
I figured
anybody
we were
that
just
doesn't have a
standing-
magic weapon at this point? That they're not using?
You walk over to one of the people that they're in the webbing and pull out your longsword, and she goes, "If we're going to do that, then I think perhaps we should have a formal introduction in combat."
Oh, boy.
Initiative.
You're welcome.
Also, play this music.
Ah, there it is.
So sorry, people at home, I cannot play that music for you. But I'll be generous enough to put it into the Twitch chat.
I will tell you that it is a...
Balls.
and you can play it on repeat if you want, everyone. But it's not a really long song. It's only 2 minutes. But it was
I
made in a
kind
way
of
that
love
I
it.
think could be repeated. I'm not sure. It'll be you guys.
Yeah, you can usually right-click and loop it.
It is a jazz arrangement remix of the Spider Dance from Undertale,
Nice.
which I thought was very fitting given what you're fighting.
Yeah.
At least we're not fighting a giant muffin spider creature. That happens in that fight.
I'm glad you guys can't see me over here right now. My fingers are just playing out the keyboard. It's so jaunty. It's hard to be mad at her.
Right?
I bought a weapon of warning last time, so I have advantage on initiative checks.
Can we throw her money to tell her to stop fighting us?
Look, I bought a spider donut. Damn it!
I appreciate the reference.
I've got
You
the
don't think
receipt.
that's going to work.
It doesn't work in game either, but you can still throw her money.
Right.
It's great.
I got a 21 inish.
Nice.
Oh, I should probably actually roll that, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I rolled, but I didn't actually see what I got.
No,
Let me
I-
look here.
All right. Oh, holy shit! Nat 20 on the initiative roll. So 24.
Okay. Coby got a 10.
Hashke?
10. Nice. Roll off.
Huh?
What's your dex mod, Coby?
Huh? What? Oh, me roll off?
Yeah.
My dex mod is a +1 only,
Oh, okay.
so they
Never
probably
mind.
beat me.
You're 10 the lesser.
Yes, sir.
10 pence stun the richer.
What'd you get for initiative, Hashke?
20.
Nice. What about you, Anna?
24.
Okay.
24. You lead initiative, Anna.
Hooray! Okay, so she is going to have her own eyes fade to black, and her skin is going to take on that wonderful metallic sheen that she has. And she is going to immediately close the distance and open discussions with just two big old swings of her greatsword.
Okay.
Cool.
And she is going to deliver a smite on the first one only. And that is going to be a, well, let's just say it's in the high 20s to hit. It's 26. There it is.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okie dokie. So, she's not any kind of a fiend or undead, is she?
Nope.
Okay, just checking. I didn't think so.
He's classified as something interesting, but it's not fiend or undead.
Something interesting. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, so for the actual weapon damage, it's going to be 10 slashing,
Okay.
and then smite damage is 4d8.
Roll your damage.
I am 8 here. There we go. Okay, so we're starting with 13 and 18 and 26. And
Okay.
then, so that's 26 radiant damage from the smite. Now her second swing with the packed great sword. And that is going to be an 11 to hit. Probably not going to cut it.
Nope.
Okay.
Thunk. Off of her chitinous skin.
So we were at 30 feet or within 30 feet?
You were at 30 feet.
Okay, then that's fine. Then that
Okay.
ends my turn.
All right. She uses a legendary action,
Oh boy.
and you need to make a dexterity save.
Okay. Ooh, 19.
19. You just barely managed to avoid a net of webbing that she throws at you as an attack. You think if that would have hit you, you would have been immobilized. And if she would hit you twice with it, you would be completely bound to the ground.
No thanks.
Okay.
Was
That was the end of
doesn't
your
count
turn.
as a spell, does it?
Nope.
Okay.
It counts as a web.
Well, I mean, but web is a spell, so it was a now like
No,
a natural
It's an
attack.
attack.
Technically
fine.
counts as a net attack.
No, that's fine.
Hazel.
Cool. It's just her, right?
So far.
Passed without a trace is concentration.
I think we're really late.
I don't think
Yeah.
we need it anymore.
He's within 5 feet of her, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm going to use my Slayer's Prey thing. As a bonus action, I designate one creature I can see. And every time I hit with a weapon attack, it takes plus 1d6 damage. That's my Monster Hunter thing. And I'm going to attack her with my bow.
All right.
That is a 28 to hit.
That is definitely a hit.
So sneak attack plus Slayer's Prey plus my regular arrow. 14 damage. And then I have extra attack now, so I'm going to attack again.
Okay.
Oh, that's really shitty. That's a 13.
That's a miss.
Okay.
Thunk.
And I'm going to move away from my friend so that we're not all clumped together with my move. And I'm done.
Okay. Hashke, your turn.
Is the floor the wood stuff that we broke up through before?
That was behind you.
So what's the floor around here look like?
It's wood, but there's a lot of webbing on top of it.
Like the floor and the webbing, about how much strength?
I mean, the webbing is kind of like silk.
I mean, the wood underneath.
Oh, the wood underneath? I mean, it's just pine.
Fine. No.
Really bad wood.
I will. Let me just double check something real here.
I feel like we need a 20 strength barbarian just so they can toss Coby. Be like, Coby.
Yeah.
Too bad Erica's not here. You could get her to mage hand you.
Mage hand isn't that strong.
Not strong. You would need like a
Big
big
beast hand.
fist.
Big Beast hand, yeah.
Oh man,
Something.
every time it's cast, I love it.
I love Big Beast. Big Beast my favorite.
All right, I'm just looking at all my abilities here.
In DCA, their Infinity War fight is the best way I could describe it. There were two big beak hands clashing against each other. It was epic. One looked like a golden gauntlet. I shit you not. And the other one looked like it was made of snow. And they both look like they're doing like a predator high five, but they're actually wrestling each other.
That's awesome.
Okay, so that's pretty strong. Okay, so I will use my bonus action to summon the spirit of the bear around the creature, which will give everyone advantage on strength checks and saves. And then I use my spell to conjure animals to conjure two giant octopuses so that they appear under to bust through the floor and drag her down in the water.
Holy shit! What?
Okay.
That's
The
the
octopuses get to make a attack roll.
Okay, let me find their starch. Okay.
Any conjure spell immediately shifts combat.
Let me just look here because I have a couple tabs up here. Let me turn that off. Too many tabs on computer. Right, so that's 16 on with the one guy attack, and the second one is a lot lower. 12, but it is a grapple, which is advantage.
Oh, it has advantage? Oh, because everybody has advantage to grapple it in this area, don't they?
Yep.
Roll
Nice.
that 16 again because it was also a miss.
So the 16 is now 19.
Okay.
And well, the other one still missed. The one octopus is like,
It's probably like you literally just conjured it, so it's like, where am I?
And the one that got a 19 just hit.
and so she's grappled.
Nice. Okay. That irritates her. At the end of your turn, she goes and whistles. And you hear some loud, thunky, spidery footsteps across the wooden dock from behind you as 3 horse-sized face spiders kind of move your direction quite quickly.
Alright.
At full run speed, by the way.
Fool.
You have 1 face spider kind of standing upside down on the webbing attack that's behind you, and the other 2 on the ground, completely blocking your way of getting back into the city behind you. And all 3 of them are able to attack anyone who's standing in the doorway.
Okay.
All right. That was the end of your turn and her other action that she has there. And it is now, I do believe, Hazel's turn, right?
No,
He's the
it's
one.
Coby.
No, she gets to go.
yeah,
Then
it's,
Coby.
it's her
Got
turn. Yeah.
Okay. So she is going to use her attacks, and she is not a very big fan of what Hashke just did, so he gets both of them.
Is he
What's
within-
your armor?
She can't get to me. Her movement's 0.
She doesn't need
Oh,
to.
and she's grappled.
She can attack.
Oh, okay. So with range.
What's your AC?
Oh, no. I've not been hit before.
I mean, roll and see what happens.
16.
Okay.
You know how often I get hit in these games somehow? Everyone always ignores my characters for some reason.
His character is just the Doctor from Doctor Who. Just no one attacks him for some reason.
I know. It's just the weirdest thing. It's like, and the Baron will just be like, I'm killing everything. And it's like, attack Azra.
No, last time that guy fucked you up.
To be fair, the second you acknowledged it, I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
She spits poison at you.
Oh boy.
You need to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
Counterspell. Oh wait, wrong character.
And it's not a spell.
Yep. Yep.
24.
You're good?
16.
Okay. You avoid the poisoned condition, but you do take
0 damage because I'm awesome.
16 poison damage.
Okay, pass concentration.
Do you choose to take it later?
He's not a crusader.
Damn it.
or the legendary action, the Tarrascan. I choose to take it later. No, in any case, that was her turn. Coby.
Whips out the sniper rifle and shoots the one hanging off the ceiling, hoping it will comically fall off the ceiling onto its back.
Okay.
13 probably misses.
Versus little face spiders? Maybe not.
Nope, 13 hits. Their AC is 13.
Oh, thank goodness. For a
They're
whopping,
thankfully not a very high CR compared to what they used to be.
for a whopping 13 piercing.
Oh, now I have to calculate things. Ugh, math, my weakness. I didn't bring a...
I've been thinking of buying note cards. I think note cards would help a lot.
Okay.
For what now? Note cards and for what?
DMing, and you got multiple things you got to keep track of.
Yeah.
You just put each character on a note card, and then you arrange them in their initiative. And you got all their stuff on it.
13 damage, you said?
Yes. Chris Perkins had to deal with 25 separate NPCs last session. He took it like a champ, but even you could tell even with him, it's like it's 25 NPCs.
Got it. Okay, go ahead. Now it is Anna.
Oh boy. Okay, so that's fun. So we have now 3 phase spiders and a grappled spider lady in front of me, right?
Yep. The spider lady in front of you is grappled. Hashke, Hazel, and Coby have the phase spiders behind them.
Okay. She is simply going to use her Hexblade's Curse for her bonus action on Spider Lady. So I will be gaining bonus damage equal to proficiency, and I get 19 or 20 crits.
All right.
Okay. And she's going to take 2 big old swings. with her
Okay.
packed weapon again and not smite this time. Or actually, you know what? She's going to go and burn a regular Powie slot for the smite on this one. So just 2d8. And we'll do it on the first hit. Okay. So that's going to be a 14 to hit the first time.
Nope.
Okay. So we'll swing. Oh, we're going to throw that one out the window. And we're going to try rolling an actual die this time. Okay. That's probably going to get it. How about a 25?
That's a hit.
Okay. So we'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll take that out.
Flashback to fighting that Gorgon. 20 didn't hit.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
Fucking terrifying.
Okay.
That would be
It
terrible.
was
That
an
one.
18
Great
that
weapon
didn't
fighting.
hit.
So
Oh, okay.
7, 5, 12. Okay, so 12 slashing, and then just okay, 2d8, 8 radiant.
Okay.
And then she's going to use her move to regroup with the others and get closer to the phase spider problem.
All right. Hazel,
Oh boy. Okay.
you have face spiders behind you and a spider lady that looks very irritated but is grappled by an octopus.
Okay. How many face spiders are behind me?
3. One
I'm gonna
above
turn
you
around.
and 2 at the ground.
Okay, those 2 at the ground, are they within 5 feet of each other?
If by 5 feet you mean their adjacent 10-foot squares are touching, yes.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to use a bonus action, cast Hail of Thorns, and attack one of those phase spiders behind me.
Okay.
One of the 2.
All right.
Whoops. I forgot to add my bonus damage to those rolls. Sorry. So that's going to be like another 8 points if you count it individually, or just +4 for the hit.
Okay.
15 to hit them.
That hits them.
Okay, so I'm not going to use my sneak attack on this one particularly right yet. And the target takes an additional D10 damage. Or everyone does, actually. Hang on. So the target takes 20 damage, and the other one has to make a dex save.
What is their dex save? Not good. That's what it
This
is.
is at a higher level.
So how about his roll to fail?
Okay, give me a second. Let me see if I can cast it as a higher level.
He rolled a 7.
I am going to cast it at a higher level so that I can roll 2d10. That's way better. Okay, so the second one takes 12 points of damage, and the first one takes an additional 9. And I am now out of second level spell slots.
So how much total damage did you do to the first one?
29, I think.
Okay. And how much did you do to the second one?
12.
Got it. Now all of them are injured.
And then I'm going to use my both those phase spiders are still alive, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
One of
then
them
I'm
looks
using.
close to death.
Okay, I'm going to use my other attack to try and take that one down.
Or dare I say it looks bloodied.
That is a 22 to hit.
That is most definitely a hit.
Cool. And with sneak attack, that's a 19 damage
On the one that's injured,
on the most injured one.
it goes and like does that thing where it flips over suddenly and curls all its legs in that spiders do.
Nice.
The hydraulic pressure shuts down. That's what that
Yep.
is.
It flips over on his back, wriggles around, and then goes. It curls up. And that was the large-sized spider body curled up in a mass on the ground behind you, making it that square very difficult to move through.
Sweet. And I'm going to try and move away from the spider so the one surviving can't get close to me.
Okay.
And that's all I got.
Hashke.
Okay, so is the spider still on me, or is that one that died?
The one that was behind you is the one that she killed. There's still 2 spiders behind you for all intents and purposes. They can still attack you, but
There is a marmalade-colored snake attacking Coby.
So if I move away without disengaging, they get attacked. That close?
Yeah.
So
We'd have to disengage if you were going to move, like run away.
okay. So first, the octopuses are doing their. The one that's already grappled or is gonna strength to pull her underwater. Or
Okay. Opposed strength checks.
Yep.
26.
Let me find their stats again. So many things. So with advantage. Yeah, she succeeds against him because the other one's attacking. 18 hit.
18 hits.
Okay, so the other one attacks, does 10 damage, so if it's resistance 5. And now because they hit, she's basically grappled and the other one has restrained her.
Okay.
Which means everyone gets advantage on attacks and she gets disadvantage on strength-based attacks.
Oh, dude.
And disadvantage on saves, I think. Dex saves. Let me see.
Are you looking it up or am I?
I am.
Okay.
All right. So attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage, and disadvantage on Dex saves. And then I turn around to the face spider, or I just do I want to hit her? Just give me a second. I want to know who I want to shoot. Oh, too many character sheets. I just summoned 2 creatures. Okay, I'll shoot one of the spiders on me.
Okay.
No, screw it. I'll shoot her. Now 20. So
That's definitely a crit.
yep. Then I use action surge to get another shot. 25.
That's definitely a hit.
Okay.
Looks at the face spider's 13 armor class. Yes, that's definitely a hit.
Are we using that table? The one we use in Trackless Sea?
Yes.
Cattail. Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. Garfield's like, I gotta make out with this microphone. So there he goes. Okay.
So first attack or second attack does 19.
To the other one on the ground.
Sure.
Okay. It's really close to death.
Okay, so I crit the other one. So which table were we using?
It's D100. It's this one, right?
Just so many.
Mm-hmm.
23%.
23. Push back 15 feet and falls prone.
Okay, you push it back 15 feet and knock it prone. And how much damage did you do?
16.
Okay. It looks almost dead, and the other one also looks nearly dead. Say that all the spiders behind you are almost dead, and one of them is dead. And that was Hashke's turn. Now it is Spider Lady's turn. These octopus are really, really getting on her nerves. She's just had enough of this and is done with all of your nonsense. So
Don't take this nonsense.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, was that
I made noises while I was thinking.
I don't know which cat that was.
I'm muted, so it wasn't Trixie.
I'm also muted, so it was a ghost cat, apparently.
Oh no, there's Blake. Here's
It was Blake.
Oh.
Yeah, make weird noises while I was thinking.
Mm.
Grapple. Such a bastard.
Grapple is not the problem. Restrained is the problem.
Yes. She is delightfully restrained. You could think she would be used to being. Oh wait, no, she's on the other end of that business usually.
Yeah, that's why she's very irritated. Okay.
Anna would like to quip on her turn.
Yeah, all right, that's what she's gonna do. She reaches into the spidery mass that's next to her and pulls out a firearm and points it at Hashke with one hand, and the other three hands pull up a webbing net, and she throws the net at him and then shoots at him.
Nice.
So what is your 16 was your AC, right?
Correct.
The fire that is shot at you misses only because she is restrained. Otherwise, you think that would have been a very good hit. And the webbing means you need to give me a dex save.
Nice. Wow.
8. 8?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
It's got an 8 in it.
You are considered immobilized. If you get hit with this webbing again, you will be treated as paralyzed.
So, conditionally, he's restrained or grappled?
He is restrained. He has no movement.
Yeah.
Well,
Grappled is the
and
one that
restrained.
means you don't move. Restrained is the one where you have disadvantage on attacks, and attacks against you
Okay.
have advantage.
Grappled then. You're considered grappled with the webbing.
Webbing.
I don't know that petrified is the one that you mean. Petrified is
paralyzed.
paralyzed.
Because if he gets hit again, he'll be completely mummified in it.
Oh, okay.
I'm
That's
okay.
different.
He'll have basically the only thing he'll be able to do in his turn is
Okay.
attempt to get out.
Okay.
And he
Okay.
has guns, not bladed weapons, so that's definitely not to his advantage.
Okay. I think it's Coby's turn.
Okay.
Yep.
From what it sounds like, everybody had everything covered.
The two spiders behind you are pretty much almost dead. They're like one hit away from death, no matter who you are, because their hit points are just that low. And then she is looking like she's maybe a half health, maybe.
And she's still grappled by one octopus, or both?
Both
grappled?
octopus. She's
Surprised-
restrained.
Surprised she's not attacking them. But she's focusing all of her attacks on her octopus summoning friend then.
Yep. She knows how this works. If he goes down, the octopus go away.
Are Hazel and Anna fighting the spiders, or are they fighting the lady?
It looks like,
I've been trying to take out the phase spiders.
yeah. Looks like everyone's abandoned fighting her because she's restrained by octopi. So they're just going to take out the spiders.
Okay, I'm going to let the other two handle it then, since I'm pretty sure that they could handle it in their next round. And Coby spins around a sniper rifle and aims it at her and fires.
Okay.
Do I get advantage on it?
Yeah, because she's restrained.
Okay. Good thing, because that was a nat 1. And I know how your firearms do not like nat 1s, so
Yes, they don't.
dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20. That is definitely a hit.
Much better.
Back her up.
She's got 18 AC. So 18 hits.
Well, you say fuck her up. For you guys at home, sniper rifle does 2d12 plus dex.
Wow.
I did 3 piercing damage.
Oh no. But oh no, it wasn't a crit, was it? It was just a dirty 20.
Yeah.
It was a
just
dirty
great.
20.
You grazed her. You shot, you hit her, and it just like grazed her arm.
And that's
Should
all I
not
can
one of
do.
those, like,
Sniper rifles at this range.
left one of those bullet-shaped like tunnels in the side of her arm.
And that's all I can
Nice.
do on this turn with the sniper
That's
rifle.
gnarly.
Actually, wait, no. As my bonus action, I say to Hashke, hey, you could do it. And I use my maneuver commander strike, and he's allowed to do a attack as a reaction.
Oh, cool.
It is a disadvantage though, because
Yes.
you're restrained.
Also,
Damn, disadvantage.
oh wait, oh, at disadvantage, no way. Not even with a D6 bonus.
I rolled a 3,
Okay.
so that would be
His
14.
other roll was a 20.
Wait, actually.
Oh.
So
No.
what is the D6?
With a
14.
D6? With a D6, that still wouldn't hit. I don't think.
Well, it depends. What did you get?
What's your total?
You get a 14 total.
I got a 14 total.
That's a miss.
Oh,
But
Plus a D6.
plus a D6.
Oh.
That might hit.
Well, what's
You
the
get
D6?
You get my superiority dice.
Yeah.
to
Okay,
hit.
so roll a D6.
Okay.
Come on, 6.
4, so that is
18.
18.
18's a hit. That's her
Woo!
AC.
Cool. I'm helping.
13 damage.
How much?
13.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
I think you heard
I should
30.
say, are you using the force damage gun, the magic one?
Sure. got
I
some
did
in.
tell you to use magic weapons.
Yeah. I was just going to kind of
Yeah,
mention.
I'm hoping that's like the pack shotgun I gave, or not the pack, but the +1 shotgun I gave you at least.
No, I think it's another. I think it's a pistol.
It's the
Oh.
magic pistol.
Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, that 3
Because you
damage was
put this
non-magical.
I should
So-
invest in a
Got it.
the quiver.
I have one, you know.
The efficient kind, or just like a
Yeah.
regular one?
Efficient one.
I can help you with that.
Definitely. It is now top of the initiative.
Hey,
Anna.
that means it's my turn, isn't it?
Hmm
You know what? We have 2 nearly dead spiders and a pretty fucked up looking spider bitch.
Spider bitch.
She is
Spider.
going to she's going to spin around the sword and reverse the grip in it, and she is going to cast Eldritch Blast at both spiders.
Okay.
The Warlock said it.
It's a thing.
Yay!
Yay.
God, we always trolled this shit out of Scott's
Hazel.
Warlock
Oh.
in Dragon Heist because he never used it.
All right, first
That's
blast is a 21 to hit,
That's definitely hit.
and the second blast is 17 to hit.
Okay. Roll damage.
Okie dokie.
And the only reason I'm having you roll is because it's possible you could roll low enough that they don't immediately die.
8 for the first one,
It's dead.
and 10 for the second one.
It's dead.
And then
Boom,
she's
boom.
going to turn around and she's going to quip to the spider lady. What's the matter, sweetheart? You can dish it out, but you can't take it.
The Angrila looks your direction and uses her legendary action. You need to make a dex save.
Oh boy.
Nat 20.
Okay. you deftly dodge out of the way of a net of webbing that gets thrown your direction. And now it is Hazel's turn.
She is going to giggle as she dodges out of the way. Just to rub salt in that wound a little more.
So there's one face spider left
No, they're all dead.
or none. Oh, cool. So I'm using a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on this bitch. And I'm gonna attack her. I have advantage, right? Because she's still restrained.
Yep.
Sweet.
The octopi have not been unsummoned.
Did you really?
Yeah, 20.
Nice. Boom. Roll percent.
38.
Oh.
38. If you're fighting a spider creature large size or bigger, they die instantly. I'm kidding. That's not what it
Oh,
is. 38.
you're fun.
That
That
would
would
be
be fun.
stupidly
That would be
specific for a
stupidly
chart.
OP, but that would be funny.
Imagine
So specific.
for any other encounter, they'd be like, "Damn it!" So my
A
creature did
giant ephemeral newspaper is summoned and swats them flat.
nothing. However, this is still pretty good. Your
Okay,
staggering
what do you got?
blow causes the target to become blinded till the end of your next turn.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'll say that I send it straight through one of her eyes. Or try and take out one of her eyes. Oh, does she have the weird, creepy, like
Yep.
segmented spider eyes?
Yep.
Great. I still roll double damage.
Okay.
Or no?
Yeah.
I don't know if we do with this table.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
like
no,
I
the
think-
table's in addition to the damage you've done.
That's how we've been doing it. We've been doing the normal crit damage
Okay,
and this
okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
Let me double check what they actually want you to do in here.
that is correct, actually, though.
I think
Well-
it is because some of them are triple damage.
Yeah,
so-
some of them are triple damage, so I think it's assuming you're still rolling double.
It says either or. Up to the DM.
Let's do it.
Roll the damage and add the chart all at the same time.
Oh boy,
No.
I rolled really good for the second one. Okay.
You're like, you can
Hang
use
on.
either or, but keep in mind if you do this, then yada yada yada. You know.
Yeah.
You're one
Yeah,
of those
yeah,
players.
44 points of damage altogether.
And you shot your bow at her.
Yeah. That was the first strike. I get a second one if she's still alive.
You can make the attack if you want, but you're shooting an object.
Okay. Then no.
Is it considered blind?
It's
The
considered
object
dead.
the object is considered blind. Yes, as it gets drug into the water. It was formerly the spider lady. You definitely land the arrow right between all 8 of her eyes, and you can definitely tell that it has entered her brain cavity. And
Nice.
she kind of, all of her eyes kind of like roll towards the arrow, and then she falls forward. The octopus, still pulling on her at full strength, yank her down into the water, and because they kind of broke through the docks, she gets impaled by the wood that was underneath her that was broken, and it's just like half dangling there, like impaled into the water by the octopi.
That
Nice.
is fucking
we
savage.
get
I'm gonna
the-
sling my bow over and use my second attack to free Hashke. Cut him
I
out
got
of the
that.
web.
I got.
Oh, all right. Never mind then.
We
Fine.
got like the Kraken theme going as these octopus tentacles are just slowly dragging her down under.
I was picturing the fight with Ursula in Little Mermaid where she's the giant like tentacle giant octopus and gets impaled by the boat.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that actually is more appropriate.
And if Husky's got it, I'm going starting head toward the people that are trapped in the webbing.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll
Okay.
follow suit and help cut people down.
Over and start cutting out some of the adventurers, and
Okay.
all
so-
of the adventurers are dead except one of them. And one of them, you need to make a heal check to prevent them from dying.
I would like
Wait,
to.
Husky gets out. I turn into a giant spider.
What the
Just-
fuck?
Touch the
crap.
web. Here's where, or right on the ground. Here's where the location of everybody, because I can sense everything touching the web.
Nice.
Wait, Haske's a were spider?
What the fuck, son? But I would like to lay on hands on this poor gentleman here.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna cast Cure Wounds, but you got
You
it.
lay on hands, and you can do healing and remove a condition, or is it either or?
I have
I think it's either
up to
or.
15 points, so I can burn 5 to heal a poison or
Um,
condition like that, or I can heal. So
You spend some to heal damage, and then you remove a condition, because you've got to do both because they're considered poisoned.
right.
And
Which is
you heal damage, and they're like, "Ah, ah."
Easy
And it's a
there,
dwarf. And he goes to reach for his gun, and he's like, "Where's me pistol?"
Between your legs.
It might be at the bottom of the ocean right now.
hard to say. We just got here. What's your name?
I'm gonna assume it's the one she was holding.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Say again.
Darnin.
Darnin? Oh,
Darn
I'm
him.
gonna Darn him.
Darn him.
Darn him. Darn him.
You own a tavern?
Nice to meet you. I'm Anna. We just saved your ass. That's Hazel. That's Hashke. That's Coby. Let's get the fuck out of here.
We gotta save the townsfolk.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, no.
We'll take care of that. You get the fuck out of here. We're saving you.
I will
Fair
give him.
enough.
I will give him a dagger to protect himself on the way out, and or cut his way out of the web when he
Oh.
gets dead.
Kobe goes over to what's left of the arms that are sticking out of this crevice that it got squished into and takes the pistol out of its hands and just tosses it to the guy.
Ah, that works.
Thanks.
Oh, that sneaky bitch. There it was.
Nice to have her back. Crafted her myself, he says, referring to the pistol. He puts it in the holster, and he kind of looks over at the spider standing next to you. Is this with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, but I won't kill it. Let's go.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Make for the broken wood on the docks close to the edge of the water.
As soon as he walks away, I turn to Hashke Spider. When the fuck can you do that?
Anna's going to walk up to Hazel and pat her on the shoulder and say, I think we all have some things that we don't all know we can do.
And the Academy Award for the best poem ever recited goes to Hashke in spider form.
We're off initiative now? It doesn't seem like there's anything else coming down the line.
I mean, there's like actual spiders from real life all over the place by the thousands, but you
We're
know,
not, like getting swarmed by them like a consciousness.
one would consider it as not a sentient swarm of sorts. It's just a lot of spiders.
Just a fuck ton of spiders. Okay. Then she's
Hazel
going to let
will-
her mantle drop and she'll resume her normal coloration.
Some of them look just like phase spiders, but they're this big.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Hazel will attempt to cobble together a torch or something and start. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait until we're out because I'm like I want to kill some of these spiders, but no, we'll wait until we get everything out.
When we get to the end.
Since Hashke's sensing where all the cocoons and stuff are at, if there's any on the ceiling, Coby's just casually walking upside down on the ceiling of the spider dome. And just
I will
cut him
guide
off.
Coby and everyone to where everyone is if needed. Because I got this form for
Can you stay that long?
2 hours.
Wow. Great.
Half my level, so
It's pretty wild that you can shape that
Oh
way.
shit, you're level 4
Awesome.
druid.
5.
Shit.
Nice. All right, you lead over towards the large house in the middle, and there is one other group of adventurers that have been like kind of mummified outside of this one. They're all dead as you get there. Long since desiccated into a what looks to be dried up mummified corpse, as all the other adventurers were except the dwarf, and the dwarf wasn't looking too good.
I will cut down even the ones that
Why?
are dead. So that they can get proper burials.
Spiders don't eat the dead things. That's why they keep them alive.
I'm not used to being a spider.
That would taste horrible. It'd be like rotten food equivalent. Also, we're still gross regardless. Yeah, since I'm a spider, I might as well just eat people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so on these dead adventurers, do any of them have what do they got on them?
They all have equipment, which I will tell you what it is in a minute.
Ooh.
Okay,
Can we just send the bodies back to the ship, and just let them get buried properly and have their?
I was figuring that we'll lay them out in rows in the street. And then when we're out of here and we make sure that all the phase spiders are gone, we can start carrying them out.
Actually, I don't think actually.
the only thing Coby really cares about in their equipment at the moment, does any of them have like a dagger and like a harness for the dagger?
Yeah,
You don't have
all
a
of them have
dagger?
one.
No. He's like, it might be useful.
I have 4.
They're dead.
All
They
of
don't
them.
need it.
All
That's
of them
fair.
have daggers
Okay.
and a little harness. One of them has a boot harness where it's like a strap that ties around this part of the leg and has a
Nice.
dagger.
You see,
Yeah, like it's my opinion that everyone should have a dagger.
you see Coby just like, get it all ready. He's got his pistol, and now he has a knife, and he flips it around upside down so the blade's this way, and he holds it like this. He's practicing around like that.
Okay.
In his stealth suit.
Nice.
Yeah, same.
You
Whatever.
get to the building, and the building looks as though the doors of the building have been mummified pretty heavily with webbing, probably to prevent the villagers from busting out. A lot of the windows are also equally as mummified with a very thick layer of webbing. I mean, it's like incredibly thick. Like
Yeah.
you have to slice through it with a sword or something.
Like
Yeah,
a pizza we'd order.
I'll use
Yeah.
my magical sword to start cutting through some of this
It's
webbing.
as thick as an extra cheese pizza that you ordered.
I'm
extra.
mostly focused on trying to find humanoids in this thing before we start working on the infrastructure.
Well, I figure they're inside.
Oh, I thought we were.
How many
You
are
should start
inside
with-
attached to the whip?
Oh, there's definitely people in there. A lot of them. And they're crammed in there uncomfortably.
Raise a leg for each person.
I don't think you should lower his abdomen and all of his
Just go-
legs are gonna go like that.
Belly up, all 8 legs.
Yeah, I was about to say, he just flips over and he starts acting like he's dying or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what happens.
Worth it.
You begin cutting through the thick webbing, and it's like slicing through an extra cheese pizza. You have to stop and like get it off the blade, and then start cutting again. And it's really thick and goopy, and it's spider web, and it smells weird. And it just you finally get it all cut open, and no sooner do you do that than you need to make a dex save.
I will yell, "Stand back! We're here to help!"
Everyone who is standing near the doors needs a dex save.
Everyone
Five.
who's standing
Me,
near the
because
doors
I'm
makes a
standing
dex
right
save.
there.
Yep.
5.
Okay.
17.
Okay. As you slice the last bit of it, the doors seem as though they were being held shut by the webbing, and you jump backwards as you see Coby get covered by a flood of people that are all still very much alive and look slightly emaciated, like from lack of food, as they all kind of like like an uncomfortable groan tumble out of the building, as it appears quite a large number of people were crammed into the structure.
Jesus. That's not healthy.
Well, Hashke
Sure,
was
they feel a lot
lying.
better now.
They're all kind of like getting up and helping each other up and stretching and like helping each other up. And after a couple minutes, Coby is not covered in as many people that he can now get out of the pile of people.
I'm going to suggest to Hashke before anybody gets their bearings that maybe he should make himself scarce for a minute.
I climb onto
It's around the corner, maybe.
back.
I was gonna heal people, but okay.
Wait, you're a medium-sized spider on her back?
Yeah, it's
It's like an extra.
no.
Yeah, no, it's not even. You're not a backpack. You're standing behind me with your arms on my
18 stealth.
shoulders.
It's like Hosa
The
was
fuck?
trying to climb on or something.
I'm smaller than you.
None of the villagers notice that there's a spider hanging on your back.
Oh, is he one of those extra creepy ones where like his body abdomen are kind of small, but his legs are what makes him medium-sized because they're really
I'm
long?
a giant
That's
wolf
terrifying.
spider, so
That's how he's able
You're a
to
giant
stealth.
wolf spider. Yeah, you're like Hosa.
You just look like a furry cloak.
Yeah, you just look like a furry cloak on
Yeah,
her
I
back.
picture those as like gigantic tarantulas.
Oh my god, you should just take 2 of your legs and wrap them around her and take the
I
other
actually
3,
have some really
or
good
other 6,
pictures of an
And make
actual
her-
wolf spider.
and make her
I'd
Doc Ock and just walk her around.
I am gonna ask the villagers. Is anybody severely injured or hurt or?
The elder of the village kind of approaches. Thank you very much for helping us. We can handle this from here. This webbing might sell for a lot of money as silk.
It flips sideways
Wow,
on you, Jesse.
no, fuck that. Get off. You're terrifying.
If we're basically rescued most people, I'll turn back to normal.
I have some really
like
really
a tarantula, I might be okay with because those are almost cute, especially when you like blow them up real big.
Look at his face.
No, wait, no, no, that's so much
Look at his
worse.
big old eyes.
No.
You're the spiders as I am the rust monsters.
Well, I mean, for God's sakes, I made a Zord out of one, you know? Like,
Well, like, so Visca's fine with it. Visca's a hell of a lot braver than I am.
Does Hashke wag his abdomen back and forth?
this is a really good one where you can get a scale of the legs.
I will transform back once my job essentially is done.
nope.
Yeah, you don't really feel the need to be a spider anymore once all the people come piling out of the building.
We like that. It wasn't too bad.
How did you deal with the extra limbs?
Wait, we?
Yeah, we liked it. You all liked it, right?
I'm going to look Hashke in the eye.
I'm wearing
He's
goggles.
got his goggles on.
Because if not, I can't see.
Yeah, it's pitch black in here.
Mm.
Oh, I have
Unless do we need those octopi?
Octopodes.
if it's at dark, I will
How long can you
light a
hold on to that?
lantern.
I
So
can
that
concentrate
the-
on it for an hour.
I mean,
Coby says, we need him just for one more thing. And he gives one of the tentacles a high five and says, okay, we're good.
Do we need light in here? We good? Do we need some light?
Could be useful. Since
You see
I don't
Hazel
think
pulling
any
out
of
a
the
lantern.
villagers can see anything.
Coby starts up the spell bonfire.
I didn't wait until everybody's
whoa,
out.
whoa, 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 whoa! I see you casting that shit. Slow down there, buddy. I will counterspell the hell out of you if you try
The
that.
the elder goes, wait a minute, and he goes back into the building everyone was piled up in, and he comes out with a flashlight.
Okay, that works.
We could use this webbing. It'll sell for quite a bit. The silk that's made from it will be very strong. But if you make some kind of armor or something out of it, we'll take care of the webbing and all the tiny spiders that are here.
Sure.
Thanks for your help.
A member of my tribe named Zebediah said it makes good fishing line too.
I have heard of,
Got your face.
I have heard of this Zebediah.
Nice to see that dagger. Oh God, from the
I
other
think
side.
we have a copy of his guide in the main room. Very useful.
So, Hashke, did you feel any other giant variety of spiders on the web when you were creepy?
Nope.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It's pretty good. Yeah, the spirit of the great spider father came upon me and was transformed.
Some of the villagers pull out like rounded dowel rods of wood and begin rolling up the spider web that's all over the place.
Do any of them do the Shrek where they wrap up some of the small spiders in it?
Eat it like a cotton candy?
No, none of them do that. Although you think if there was an ogre here, it probably would do that. Because ogres have 6 intelligence. And some of the other villagers begin like using the dowel rods to kind of like get rid of the dome that's around the village, like, and make an entranceway or an exit so you can leave, and so all this stuff can be cleaned out.
Right. We're going to start dragging bodies out, I think.
Okay. You drag out the bodies of the adventurers, kind of removing them from the webbing as best you can. A lot of them fall apart, and you kind of have to like take them out in pieces.
After I think about the first one of those, Anna's going to probably leave them in the casing and just let them have their shroud as is.
Okay. Take this whole shroud out with them. Got it.
Yeah, and then we can investigate once we've moved them.
Are they like the Draugr, where they're just like very skin and bone, like they're drowned?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. They're like literally skin and bone. Like the fluids have been completely dehydrated from the bodies. And all of them have 2 fang marks right at the neck.
Because you said they fall apart, and I just want to know like how possibly messy that is. So it's not going to be that messy. Okay.
No, it's not like gooey. None of them are gooey. You think if the dwarf was dead, he would have been the one that would have been the gooeyest because he wasn't completely drained. But he definitely looked like he was almost dead. Of which, when you start dragging the bodies outside, the dwarf is literally standing out there, sitting out at the campfire, talking to the little girl.
Oh boy, yeah, okay.
They just appear to be having a casual conversation, and he's having a bowl of the soup that she has there.
Oh, I'm sure he
That's nice and meaty soup. I really like this soup. There's a lot of different meats in it. Thanks. It took quite a while to make. We had to kill all sorts of things to make this much soup.
Like what?
I could tell some rabbit and some squirrel, and that looks like a deer or 2 in there. It's a nice mix of meat, a nice meaty stew.
Is it? At least it's not soy green.
It's not made out of Soylent Green. That's made out of people.
I was afraid her stew is made out of people as well for a moment there.
You didn't ask what else was in it.
I know I didn't either. I'm probably not going to.
But no, she's sitting there
for future reference in case we ever have to come back and kill her too.
Eating a nice big meaty stew.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start preparing these bodies for a final rest. What do we find on their persons?
Every single one of them have a small piece of iron with their name cut into it.
That's damn handy. Now we know what to name them on the burial, on the headstones.
What are these? Tags for dogs?
You think that some adventurers do this so that they can't be forgotten if they die in far off places, so that their name can be remembered.
Oh, we should probably write these fellows in a Book of the Dead.
As you say Book of the Dead, you feel a skeletal tap on your shoulder.
Hmm? Hello.
You rang.
Oh, yeah, I know. We just we have some customers of yours, and we found their remembrance tags. And
he looks down at the bodies. So you need a book.
Well, we wanted to make sure they didn't get passed to the forgotten.
He
Special
reaches into his cloak and pulls out a black book, which pages look as though they are also black. And he opens the book, and a single quill kind of forms out of nothing in his hand. Read me the names.
And Death. We're talking to Death.
Oh boy, okay.
Yeah, no big deal.
I said Book of the Dead, and apparently that calls him up.
Yeah, he gave you a notebook about death. You know. No big
We
deal.
found
His
found
portfolio
remembrance
is
tag
death.
on
He
dead
can
bodies.
hear the word death mentioned a week before it is mentioned and a week after it is mentioned.
also known as Phil. So
Does he like
I
apples?
will start rattling off the remembrance tags for him.
Okay. As you read off all the different names, he writes their names into the book. And as he does, you see the names kind of glow ever so briefly and then appear just as names carved into this book. That looks like all of them. Did anyone else die?
Nobody wasn't.
Just the monsters in yonder.
I'm not writing about the fate spiders.
They were led by a humanoid, but I don't know what or how she
Yeah,
was
there was a
called.
spider person.
Did she ever introduce herself? I think she did.
Nope.
She, as she said, a formal introduction with violence.
Ah, right.
Hostile negotiations.
Mm-hmm.
The Reaper drifts. He doesn't walk. He drifts into the village towards where the spider died, and then drifts back out. And he writes something in the book.
Did we check those bodies, those adventurer bodies?
That's
to
what
see
we
if
were
they had
doing
any-
right
Okay.
when I got started. It's one of the first things we found was these remembrance tags.
Oh, that's nice.
He closes the book and puts it back into his robes, and then disappears.
She'll wave him off as he just bye. See you later.
Oh, he's not very
That's friendly
lively, is he?
people. Yeah, there's-
I like him. He is efficient. He enjoys his work. He's pleasant enough as long as you're not on the receiving end of his business.
So far, I've liked almost everybody we've met that hasn't attacked us. Even
I mean-
Heinrich seemed pretty pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Even those racist guards that didn't like
I mean, they were
They were pleasant to me.
ignorant,
Well,
and
actually, I think it
they
was
could be forgiven.
specifically the ogre guard.
Well, look, I mean, let's be fair now. We've met my alternate. She was a bitch. I can understand why they wanted to run me down.
I don't know. Those guards in that one in what is it, the Sands, that were like, oh no, we're not going to pay attention to the other person that's actually a city law enforcement, but this rando that speaks.
Oh
our
no,
language.
that's because they were Victolock and like superiority. AF.
Racist.
Again, I'm not seeing
were-
an issue with any of these people.
They were red supremacists. Is that bad? Is that
Hashke
bad
walks
to
in, they're
say?
like, "Sup, bro? Yeah," and they just have like the unique handshake.
Yeah.
Yeah, ethnic greetings. Oh no.
I'm sorry.
What's up, my brave? No,
Oh,
that doesn't
God.
work. Doesn't even- That doesn't even a little bit
It
work.
doesn't even roll off the tongue.
It
Yeah.
doesn't
Not at all,
no.
really.
So, besides the daggers and the name tags, what else we got?
You have
Probably like leather armor or something. Just mundane equipment, I'd assume.
a whole bunch of mundane equipment. They actually have the like hardened leather jackets, which is the equivalent of like leather armor. Some of them have studded hardened leather jackets, which is like studded leather armor, obviously. The equivalent of. One of them has what looks to be a medium-sized trench coat that's been reinforced with metal plates. It's the equivalent of splint mail.
Nice.
And 4 of them have metal helmets like the ones they had in World War I that had the metal brim that goes around the outside.
Did I say-
No, not the German ones. The ones that have the wide brim around the outside and the dome on top.
The British ones
Too bad.
got it.
The British ones. That has the little chin strap that connects it to your head. 4 of them have those. And those 4 have each of their metal helmets has a little red plus on it. And all 4 of those guys have a medical kit that can treat injuries. And all 4 of them also have 2 healing potions.
I will take those.
So you have 2, 4, 6,
does
8
anybody-
healing potions.
Does anybody want any?
Maybe just divvy them up.
I mean, yeah, there are 4 of us. Each of us get 2.
I can
5
detect
technically.
magic tomorrow. Wait,
But yeah, I suppose we could go one apiece.
And these are the ones that heal 9 hit points, right, Blake?
Yes, they heal exactly 9 every time.
Okay.
it's a
That's
9.
I like how they take all the guesswork out of it.
You should probably take the rest of this gear back to the Slayers or something. You know, keep stock for Slayers that need it. Starting equipment. Maybe?
One of them has a clip of pistol ammo for a clip-fed pistol with 15 silver bullets loaded into it.
Ooh. Silver bullets.
Everything but this one, as he just clicks the button and the clip falls out and takes it.
And that same guy that had the clip of silver bullets also had a single adamantine bullet.
Oh, there you go.
Honestly, these people, I mean, the Slayers have, like, they
All around
commission huge amounts of equipment. I feel like this stuff would actually be a hell of a lot more useful to the handful of villagers left over, so that hopefully next time something like this happens, they can defend themselves better.
Okay.
No one's ever given supplies to the fishers to defend themselves before.
So I will pile
If only they
everything
had
up
spears and
together
nets.
They literally just wait till there's a problem and then come fix it. Everyone's just like, eh. It's only our supply of food.
I will pile them all up into a pile, and then when we're all done, find whichever villager looks to be the most healthy and athletic, and teach them how to throw a dagger.
While she's doing that, I'm going to help bury the bodies.
Yeah, I'm not so much for the physical labor part.
Coby mentions, hey, maybe we should just put him in a pile.
We could do a pyre.
And
I mean,
Coby casts
alright.
bonfire.
Sure, that works.
He can keep concentration on it for a minute. It should cover.
They're already completely dried out to the point where it really wouldn't take much for them to burn away.
I was going to say, is between their desiccation, I have thaumaturgy to start things too. You have bonfire. I'm sure we can make them go up easy.
Cremation is the preferred method of burial on this planet.
Yeah, make sure they can't come back as undead.
Yep.
Especially now that we know that there are necromancers in town.
Yeah, we don't want to leave them anything to work
You
with,
need-
really.
Ooh. You know what 5th edition needs? Spider zombies. Or like a spider hijacks a corpse.
Don't
No.
say that.
No,
No.
no.
Bad
Oh,
Scott.
We're not doing myconid zombies either,
The
goddammit.
zombie?
Both of those are going to be added to my Nightmares and Mirrors expansion.
There are planet zombies.
Zyder? Zyder?
You
No,
guys have
like-
been
I like
lucky,
Zyder.
lucky
So, like,
enough in Shoals
Does
that you haven't
Zugtmoy
encountered them.
exist in 5th ed?
Does what?
Yeah.
What?
Zugtmoy, the
Yeah.
mushroom demon king? Or
Yeah,
whatever.
he's married to Zagamwhite the prince, or married to Jubilex.
Though there is that, isn't there a new the circle of
Zagamwhite and
spores?
Jubilex are a couple now.
Ugh.
Well,
Don't the
and-
circle of spores get something like that?
Oh, now I'm thinking what that would look
Yeah.
like.
and out of the abyss, they had a wedding. Spoilers: the wedding gets crashed by the adventurers, and
Yay.
Jubilex was going to betray her anyway.
That
They're
sounds
demons.
amazing.
Because of
That
course.
is called a marriage gift.
Yeah. Actually, you don't get to fight either of them because Jubilex starts consuming her, and she's losing.
Oh, wow.
That is
boy.
an interesting wedding night.
She's
Huh.
busy, she's busy trying to stop the adventurers from doing stuff, and he's like, "Now's my opportunity to consume, because that's what I do."
Wow.
Meanwhile, Gondar was like,
Fucking
"Why
cool.
are you guys here? This is my area.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Go
Why?
away!
I'm an actual god. Get out of here."
Yeah.
It's probably
Oh,
the most
boy.
disturbing part of Out of the Abyss. Anyway,
So now that
Yeah.
we've cleaned up the fishery, and I'm gonna hang on to. Oh, you know what? We should probably grab the head off of the spider bitch so we can turn it in for the slayers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like just a letter signed by the leader of the village would work,
I'll go get
but
it.
you know, whichever.
You know how it is.
Come back out. Here you go.
Not really.
Yeah, real quick.
Anna's gonna look at Hazel and say, "You're just not really into the whole like trophy thing, are you, hon?"
No, why do I want its head?
These aren't trophies.
Aren't you an octopus just offering me a severed head?
Yes.
No, look, it's
How
got
do
it's
you
still
even
got
cut its head off?
it's still got the arrow sticking out of it, so she's holding it up like a gigantic caramel apple.
It still has its spine attached.
You call
What?
I'm just imagining there's just like
Just like
the octopus has it, and I'm like, it's still got the spine attached. Another tentacle comes up and just rips the spine out.
That's not better.
That's not better at
Yeah,
all.
no, I'm gonna pull out a sack.
Coby doesn't say anything. He just goes like, and he turns around and throws up.
You guys are so cute, and she's gonna just stuff the thing in the bag and tie it up.
Also found a fish. Anybody want a fish?
Ugh.
It's
Is it like one
It's
that was in like the
still
spider
wiggling.
stuff? So
Yeah,
it's a dead
it's still
trick?
wiggling.
Oh.
It's dead now.
Hmm?
It's dead now.
Oh boy.
wait, are you back to Hashke or are you still an octopus?
No, he's
Okay.
back to Hashke. Just eating a raw fish.
You can eat salmon raw.
Yeah, but it still has scales.
Yeah.
He doesn't appear to mind.
Crunchy.
Isn't that gonna fuck up your teeth and your
Nope.
tongue?
Not salmon, and most fish it doesn't.
Some
Soft-bodied
there's different
fish
kinds of
wouldn't.
fish.
Yeah.
Some of them you can just straight up eat if
Yep.
you really
You're
need
into
to.
it.
Not the underbelly.
No, you definitely want the sides.
Yeah, don't eat the intestine.
Just note, don't ever watch any survival shows.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That
Oh yeah,
description.
no, I know. Well, like survival shows, I'm prepared for it. I was not prepared for this.
We're not ready for Hashke to drink his own piss yet.
I wasn't prepared for Hashke to bring me a severed head. That's not even like cleanly severed. It's like very clearly ripped
Rip.
the fuck off. With spine still attached.
Oh boy.
This is like Tropic Thunder. It's like, see, this is obviously a prop.
Right.
Oh, me.
All right.
Okay, so we're
Yeah.
packing up and shipping out.
And I
Yep.
guess we're heading back to. Do we want to head to the Jewel of the Sands?
You know you can turn bounties in there too. There's plenty of places there that
Yeah.
can turn bounties in.
Yeah,
and on
I
the way
was gonna
back, you
say.
might be able to kill a bandit. 2 bounties, 1 collection.
That's
Hell
true.
yeah.
We're just flying over top a few hundred feet up in the sky, and just a sniper bullet just.
Yeah, I
kills
was gonna
him.
say, could we put our course along like a caravan route and see if we can intercept a caravan being hit?
Hazel has done some research on where this particular bandit is, and she has deduced he's probably in some sort of cave structure to prevent that from happening.
Okay, but we can at least get close to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're heading towards the Jewel of the Sands.
Going to
Going
take out
after
Hammerfist.
If the cave is made of metal, you'd have Hashke ricochet the bullet in there.
I don't know if that works considering I mean, like, yeah, you'd get a bullet in there, but who knows what you'd hit.
If you're able to deduct the exact location he's in the cave, and Coby does math.
Well, I know where the cave is. I don't know his exact location in the cave.
I think he's talking about some ludicrous like
Yeah.
master billiards level ricochet
Yeah.
shenanigans.
If anyone
Like,
could do it, it'd be Hashke.
I'm Batman.
Oh, that's
I
true.
don't have, like, I'm not omniscient.
Yeah.
So you're not bad.
Oh boy.
I've got to be a little higher level for that shit.
Coby sneaks in, sees exactly where he sleeps, gets back out, maps the coordinates. Be like, okay, if we're at this elevation and the winds are at this speed. Here you go, Hashke.
Well, judging from where this cave probably is, you'd guess it's made of sandstone, which means
Yeah.
the bullet's not going to ricochet.
Yeah, I joke.
Quite literally just going to go and make a hole.
Coby sets up
Sandstone is pretty soft.
a long-term plan where he does a con. It's like, here, I'll make you a really nice hideout. It's made of metal.
Oh wow.
I'm kidding.
That's
I'm
that's the
kidding.
long con.
I'm kidding.
That's money
That-
on top of money because then you get paid
Yeah.
to build the thing too.
Mm-hmm. So when we get back to town, I believe that we have a 1,000 gold bounty waiting for us. No, wait. Yeah, no, 1,000 gold bounty for saving those villages. Maybe if we're lucky, they'll give us more. Since when we first took that, there was one village that was missing, and then there were 3 at the end. Though that might actually be like, yeah, no, you're getting less gold because you took forever to get this done.
This took so long. More villages were threatened by the face fighting.
I mean, I could
Practical
see
question.
both working. I won't argue with either of those decisions because they both make sense.
Oh, hey, a dwarf
Right.
came. A dwarf came by and already picked up the bounty.
Practical question. Are we maintaining some kind of a collective kitty for this stuff, or are we just divvying up amongst each other? Because I feel like we've been doing the divvying before, but
What are
like-
you talking about?
like the
Oh, like, do
bounty.
we have a group fund?
Yeah, is it 1,000 apiece, or was that just 1,000? For the
No,
whole-
that was 1,000 total, so it would
Right,
be
so that would
divided
be-
among us 4 ways.
Right, but that was the question. It's like we're gonna be leaving Erica behind in gold wealth very quickly here. I realized she wasn't here for this particular fight. I just worry about that becoming a trend.
Well, what we're doing here to wrap this up, because we are getting to that point now. Some of you have to be awake in the morning for an early episode tomorrow, so we want to make sure we're not going way super late into the evening.
Yeah.
Um,
The other thing that we might want to consider is we're not that far from the capital, right?
You're a week from the capital.
Oh, it's weak. Okay.
It took
You're
us a week
like
to get to the village.
a
from
week.
The capital.
And a couple days from the Jewel of the Sands.
Okay, so
And
maybe
that you could kind of go down towards the Jewel of the Sands, take out the bandit, and turn both bounties in.
okay. So maybe we'll wait here and ask Erica during the week whether she wants to go back to the capital or if she would prefer to stay in the Jewel of the Sands or whichever.
I mean, it's up to you guys. You got to head towards the Jewel of the Sands anyway for the bandit.
Yeah. Because I imagine it's kind of boring for her to just like stay on the ship all the time. Yeah. So I believe our thing is next time deal with Hammerfist, figure out where Erica wants to go.
Also, depending on how much riches Hammerfist has, you may have enough for the signs, so you could begin the journey to the core.
Ooh, that's true.
Ooh. Also, there's the their whole business in the Astral Tower, right?
You know that that's the journey to the core.
Yeah,
To
that's
start your journey to the core, you go into the Astral Clock Tower,
Right.
but don't go in there unless you're ready.
I'm sensing
Yeah.
some huge foreshadowing to another game that I'm thinking of that both Blake and I really like.
I don't know what you are talking
Oh,
about.
god damn it. Okay, we're not going there until we're at least 20th level.
So next week. Okay.
yeah. So I think I'm good.
Next adventure, we get to see where the adventurers choose to go. Does Hammerfist have enough wealth and in his quest for taking all the caravans for them to immediately go towards the Astral Tower? They could complete all of these in one trip. We'll see on the next adventure. Anyone have any plugs?
Um.
Retroverse,
really,
Friday, 7:30 Eastern Standard.
Yeah. Dragon Heist is on a little bit of a hiatus for the next 4-ish weeks or so. While we play another game that's not going to be streamed, at least not right away. But follow us on Twitter. We're all awesome. We post cool shit there. And Friday Retroverse.
Woo.
Were you playing Dragon Heist tomorrow afternoon, Scott?
No, that was today.
Oh, that's
You
right.
stole his hat.
He's-
You stole Axel's hat.
Yeah. You're thinking of Aya and Dungeon Academy
Yes.
or something like that.
That's
on
right.
Sundays.
Even though she's not here, I guess I'll
Dungeon
play.
Academy.
Dungeon Academy on Power Score
Yeah.
channel.
Nobody's gonna cry.
I believe they start at 6, usually 6:30 Eastern Standard on Sundays.
And there's a chance my 2E Alcadian game may be streamed. We will keep people
Yeah.
up to date on that. We're figuring things out.
If it does, it will be. We're playing on Saturday mornings, so either it'll stream then or it'll be posted later in the week.
And I
We'll
think
see.
it's someone named Vex.
Yeah, Vex is the one who would be streaming it.
Because I have no idea what her Twitter handle would be. But
I
we'll keep
don't
people up to
either.
date.
Yeah.
Well, next time.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody.